hello to other people. Because Kim is on
We killed
camera
half
now
of the other group.
she's
I'm
plotting.
just eating some pizza.
Yeah, she's just shoving an entire pizza into her body. Did you not eat today, either, Kim? Is that what happened?
Correct. I did not get a lunch break today.
Yeah, I did not eat until I got home. All right. Aqua, aka Bubbly, will be here soon. They are currently fighting their own greater demon in order to be live. And Soren, I think, will be here in about an hour. Probably a little bit less than an hour. Yeah. How was your guys' week? We'll start with that. We got a delay a little bit, so we'll just chat for a second.
I fixed it.
How was your week?
Oh, it says not enough 45.
I started school, so
Oh, so fantastic, right? The best week
I'm
of the
doing
year.
great.
Hey, that's exciting.
You're
I'm
in
excited
school
for you.
in August?
Thank you.
Yeah, Americans, right?
I love college education.
No comment.
I love college. Said no one? Ever?
I love college.
That's good.
Why do college when they'll just sell you a 16-month class on it anyways?
I don't know if those get me degrees.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
That's the problem.
Oh, hold on. I've received telecommunications.
We've received psychic communications through the wall.
I'm currently telepathically communicating.
I'm receiving comms. Aqua nuked her computer. She will be back.
We're at back
And
again.
sometimes
Yep.
happens to the best of us.
It happens. Oh, someone was summoned. I saw someone's.
It's just me and
Oh
you,
no,
Tyler.
Bear just died. That's what happened. That's why it changed.
I said I was going to get some dip.
Some.
Some dip.
God damn it!
Some dip.
Can't play this game without my dip.
Without my dip.
Sorry, I'm distracted. My dice are disorganized. All right, we're gonna start. It's just you and I, Club. We're gonna go back to when Club was a child soldier and just role play their entire backstory. Are you ready?
Sounds good to me. Yep. Let's go.
Roll for initiative. No.
Where are my dice? Oh no.
All right. Recap. Last session was huge. You guys had a nice little group date with an archdevil, a familiar looking archdevil. Not just because the art for this archdevil is from our first Patria campaign, but also because the literal session and night before you had seen the same mortal form in the prison when you were rescuing I guess 3 creatures is what you ended up rescuing. You rescued Moira, Sid, and rescued this mortal form that was trapped in some sort of like capsule. You guys magically yeeted it with a defective bomb, sending it somewhere random. So we'll see how that affects the party in the future. But you saw the same figure, or at least initially, in the form of Cantet, the proselyte of antipathy, the archdevil and son of the Lord of the Nine Hells, a direct member of the Valanian Knights, the supposed heroes who saved the world, although in some circles, they share the blame of the Mother's Mercy. The party was surprised and maybe a little untrusting as Kentet, rather than admonishing them for their crimes in his land, thanked them for reminding them what it was like to be mortal. And offered answers to Aqua, stating that while Kentet did not have claim to Aqua's soul, as is so common with devilish entities, they did have their blood. Not knowing what that meant, the party was defensive. Rightfully so, facing against a all-powerful druidic archdevil. One that seemed to know more than they did about themselves. The party was given options, was given answers in the form of things the party could agree to. As with all devils, a deal. An open deal not offered to any member of the Lost and Found directly, although implied that there would be the strongest connection either with Aqua or perhaps Nile. One of these options was quite intriguing to our young gunslinger. Swap me out. Kill Agtheron. And allow yourself to elevate Kentet to your patron. What that would mean is certainly to be decided. Kentet wanted something that, in the Lost and Found's current state, seemed impossible. Take out the Lord of the Hells, and in his place elevate one of their own, a mortal, a once mortal, Kentet, a hero of the Age of Heroes, with a promise that with the death of his father, so too would be the death of deceit and lies in the Nine Hells. What could that mean? The party was not made to decide right then and there, for in his infinite grace, a word that tastes sour in your mouths as you exit the citadel in Dozara. Time to think. You return once again to Malakar's potion shop, antiquary, collector of rare and not so rare items. And Moira has yet to return. That is where we resume tonight's session. little clap. I think you guys took a long rest.
And we talked about it. I don't know if we actually did the long rest.
I think we did a long rest before we went to Cadet.
Yes, yeah, you woke up and did
right.
that. Right. So it's like, I mean, there's no sun in the Nine Hells, but it would be the equivalent of early morning. Niall, what is going through your head as you guys enter the potion shop before you start talking here?
He's real interested in the idea of murdering Hectoron.
Let's dig into that for a second. It's been
Like a
weeks since Agtheron has issued you a contract. And in the most recent occasions has aided you. And yet you know in your heart that it was him who abused your naivete and allowed you to enter into this contract so young. As you blink through the heat, traveling back to the facility you guys have been staying at, each time your eyes close, you see the face of someone you have taken from the material plane. And you can't help but wonder what the difference would be. Is the grass greener on the other side? You guys enter the potion shop, and you can go ahead, Niall, with what you were about to say.
What was I about to say? That's a great question.
It's okay. We did that thing where no one talked, and then we both started talking at the same time, so it
Yeah,
just
it happens.
deleted. It just deleted whatever your train of thought was. It's all good.
Pretty much. Niall will just, like, once everyone's settled, just ask, like, so what is our plan? I feel like we were given a multitude of options, and none of them seem particularly pleasant.
I'm just worried, like, we know what he wants, but what else is he gonna take from us if we make a deal? Like, I don't mind selling my soul, but, like, I don't want to spend all of eternity down here, you know?
Exactly.
But, like, if we just fulfill what he wants and hold up our end, I don't know, where did...
He's asking a lot,
Let's
though.
go.
He's not asking for us to do a simple fetch quest. He's asking for us to kill someone very powerful.
Someone who is thought to be pretty fucking unkillable.
To kill a god, essentially. I guess we're kind of already on track to do that already, so what's one more, right?
I feel like killing a god is easier because you know what they're gonna do.
Have you faced many gods?
No, but they all act the fucking same. Kill whoever gets in their way and act so proud about it.
Okay, fair enough, but I don't think that translates to being easy to kill.
We'll find out. Get my fucking hands on Lothar.
That, but I'm not keen on anyone here selling their soul.
So, are you thinking of yours? Swapping it out?
I wouldn't mind it.
A cleric back home would kill me if I tried.
true.
Well, you better not then.
Is that why you
I
want to fight
don't
Lothar?
intend to. No. His champion killed my brother.
Oh, we've met him. That was the guy who pulled Soren's soul out, right?
Oh, so he did that to Soren?
Yep. It was weird. He looked like a squishy baby. It was very frightening.
Yeah, that's how they killed my brother.
They
Sorry,
killed him
looked
by
like
ripping
a
his soul out?
squishy baby.
Just a squishy baby.
Yeah, he used to steal from rich people food and gold and distribute it to the less wealthy, and then got caught.
Oh. And he was...
Something, not really Kaela worshiper and liar, and crimes outweigh the purity of your soul. All that stupid shit.
Oh. Well, isn't the whole point that they look at your soul and they turn it around like a prism and then go, oh, wow, yeah, it's see-through, like, great, slap it back in.
Lucy was particularly difficult. He threw hands with the government on many occasions.
Oh. Which government is that?
Blinkgate.
Oh, yes. Ugh. Unnecessarily bureaucratic. Fair. I understand now your resentment to both gods and bureaucracy. How many forms?
I didn't like them before that. That just made me want to kill them.
Fair enough, I suppose.
So, anyways, that's the whole point of me going and finding him, is to make sure Kaela's not a fucking liar.
I'm confused how Kyle is a liar, but okay. Or
He
not
was
liar?
a worshipper of Kaela, you know, promised afterlife and all that.
Oh, hence the Elysium. Yeah, sounds about right. So you just want to like peek through the veil and be like, oh wow, you're there, yay, 10 out of 10, and then leave, or?
I won't believe anything unless I see it myself.
Fair. I hope you never meet a master illusionist.
I would kill him.
I feel like that's your response to most things.
And it usually works.
All right. Well,
100% success rate so far.
100%.
100% of the time, it works all the time.
You know what? You only try it once. 100% success rate.
I mean, he can. It only becomes unsuccessful if they kill him. So
That's. I think that's. Sure, we'll go with it.
you gotta understand, he's very simple. He doesn't need anything other than being alive.
Fair.
It makes sense.
Why do you think he's thriving in hell?
He just really likes it.
He just likes being able to kill people that annoy him without any consequences.
It does make things simpler.
He's like, everyone down here deserves it, and now all of you are annoying. As
in that
close-minded
case-
as he might be, his mind does not expand much past that.
Fair.
Very animalistic.
All right, well. You or me, Niall? Who's selling their soul?
I'd rather
Should we sell
me.
our
I
souls at
have
all?
more experience in being someone's captured soul.
That's a horrifying thought, but true.
Well, it's a reality at this point.
So wait, we have to kill this other guy to be able to sell your soul?
Basically, yes.
But do you really want to sell your soul, or do you really just want to kill the other guy?
A little bit of both.
Fair point.
I just mean, like, could we just say, hey, we need to kill him first, and then you can have your soul? Because then we could just come back and say, get fucked.
I mean, then we could also do that. Because, see, Kentet can't own my soul until Actheron is no longer here.
Right.
And
Correct.
so they'll have to send us first.
The lien, the lien on your soul is not located in a realm that Kentet can access. So they can't just scoop you up.
Sloop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd have to eliminate Actheron, and then that's the only way I could make a deal with Kentet.
Yes.
Right.
Right. And I'm saying we don't have to make a deal if you don't want to sell your soul again, because we could just get it back and leave.
That is possible, I suppose. But in that case, how do we get... Do we just run and blow up the portal room with Moira's help?
Well, that was the original plan. Was we were just gonna grab Moira and just go blow it up. So like we don't have to deal with Kentet at all. Just I think Kentet's been letting us get away with quite a lot because they want influence
They need
over us. Yeah,
The entire
clearly.
thing could have been a manipulation tactic.
Well, look at it this
Definitely.
way. They have 100 fucking pit fiends. They could have sicked him on us at any moment.
Yep.
But they still let us walk through their prison, through a bunch of their people. I mean, they killed, what, 2 of your friends?
Indeed, he did.
Fewer than all of us. Dude. I just okay, maybe this is crazy. But like, okay, so I have no clue where we sent Kentet's mortal form. But like, what if this is like their weird path to redemption? Like, do you think they could, I don't know,
Is it
slough
our
off all the
job to
devil
redeem
goo?
them?
No, not at all. But like, what if we could just push them in the right direction? I don't know if it's possible. They've got a lot of devil juice in them. It's beefed them
I
up.
don't think they want to go the right direction. They seem pretty set on never going back to the mortal plane.
Maybe.
Besides, I doubt exploding them will kill him.
Well, most definitely not.
We're just looking to inconvenience them and let them go back on their pointless crusade.
Right.
Something of concern, though, Moira still isn't back, and if we want to blow up the portal room, we're going to need her help.
Right. Can we, does anybody have any way to go find her? The last she told us was she was going to, she's going to find her party that she came here with. Like, she came here with a group of people. Other people from her organization of timely folk, or plainly folks.
Unfortunately, I'm not good with that kind of magic.
Get down on the ground and just start sniffing to see if
That's
he can smell
terrifying.
where Moira went.
Can you do that, or can cats track?
I thought that was a dog thing.
Never met a big cat.
No, I cannot say that I have.
And my character sheet is not loading.
Is this an actual ability that you have?
I'm just proficient in perception, I'm pretty sure. I don't
Oh,
know.
Yeah,
okay.
you have a +4 though with your proficiency bonus.
Or
'Cause
Yeah, that's
your
not bad.
wisdom,
Subtract.
your wisdom's just 13.
It's enough
But
to
yes,
hunt
yeah.
people.
Just take a big old
It
whiff
can
for the
be, yeah.
floor.
Your proficiency, yeah, because of your hunter's instincts. Yes. Yeah.
Where is my d20? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Oh, 19 on the die.
Yo.
Let's go.
And what are you guys? You guys are looking for Moira?
Yes.
We gonna follow her wherever she went.
We
Okay.
need her.
You guys follow her tracks. Now, the Nine Hells, the ground in the Nine Hells, it's difficult to suss out what the ground actually is. And even with your hunter's instincts, Brigand, is it dirt? Is it dust from rock just grinding from all the lava flows? It's difficult to kind of source the material, but it does leave tracks, though they are difficult or more difficult than on the material plane to follow because of their unique properties. But with the dirty 20,
In theory, it's just mashed up bodies.
yeah, just like bone dust, you know.
Oh, no.
But you guys watch as Brigand kind of gets on what they believe is Moira's trail and heads out. You guys are led to the outskirts of the city.
Like, we gotta find Moira, man.
All right. Focus in here, guys. Focus in. Trying to give you dialogue here. You guys are led to the outside of the city. And you remember Moira saying that she was going to look, not likely to find any of her party members, so she was just looking to find out what happened to them. You follow her trail just outside the gates of Dulzara, and you remember this scene as you entered the city, almost like a moat of lava. There are these chambers pockmarked around the exterior gates that lead into a subterranean lava plume of sorts. You climb down and you're starting to get a little concerned where Brigand is leading you. And you see on the coast, if you would, of one of these lakes of magma is a black stone house, or shack, if you will. It looks to be carved from one singular piece. This structure stands alone, very near to the gates of Dulzara, and yet undisturbed, besides the footprints Brigand is following and a smattering of others, but not a trampling.
Does it have, like, windows or anything?
It is very Flintstones in terms of its design and function. There is a cutout where a door would be, but there is no door.
Okay.
And there is no windows, at least on the sides that you see as you enter down into this
Brigand
area.
is just going, he's just like a lion creeping into a den, just crawl on in.
The rest of you follow?
No signs of struggle, right? Just in those footprints? Just footprints?
Just footprints at the moment.
Just traveling.
Okay. Sure. I'll
Multiple,
try to be
so
quiet.
maybe Moira found their friends, ideally.
As you approach Brigand, you hear something before you see something. you hear the soft sniffling sound of who you assume to be Moira crying. Those escaping breaths of a silent sob on the break of becoming a full-blown meltdown.
Moira.
Who's there?
It's a brigand.
Just a moment, please.
I will wait a moment.
Why are you here? I told you I'd
We
meet
need
back
your
at the
help.
shop.
Things have escalated, and we were worried about you.
You didn't think to send a message?
I cannot send messages.
I don't think most of us can.
Look quietly over at Soren.
Yes. Soren just
Soren's just
shrugs. Nope, nobody asked.
I
Nobody
didn't
asked.
think of it.
Yep.
Nobody asked
How we
me.
could do
Nope,
that.
nobody asked.
Sorry, we need to talk about your initiative.
Also, I'm just going to do a very bad vampire impression for Soren's voice until he gets back.
Moira kind of like
Nobody asked me.
walks just into the front facing of the door and just kind of leans up against it. And while she's wiped her face, you can see how red her eyes are. You had your
friends.
business, I had mine. I don't understand why you're here. Let's go.
Right.
Are we ready to leave then?
Well, things have, the invitation. Someone who speaks better with words.
Yeah, I love how Brigand has become the face of the party right now.
I don't want to talk.
We need our vampire back.
It's just Moss trying
Someone
so
please
hard to
explain why
bleed
we're
through
here.
Brigand.
Yeah.
Moss, stop possessing our friend.
Yeah.
Is he on the grave?
Basically, to condense it into a shorter conversation, we met with Kentet. He offered for us to make a deal with him.
You just see as Moira kind of balls her fists. What kind of
We
deal
thought they were.
would Kentet want to make with mortals?
Just something including the death of
So, I can't.
someone
Some guy. Something. Some
someone
dude.
very powerful.
He's got on his head.
Brigand, for fuck's sakes.
I don't know.
I just like. I feel like
Soren's the only one who can say his name.
He's a 60-40, you know?
And we were discussing what it is we wanted to do.
And?
Well,
Don't see how that
currently our
concerns me, besides if we're still leaving together.
we are. At least, that's what we've decided on. There's something we want to do with Kentet first.
Taking advantage of.
I have a patron that owns my soul and has since I was, I believe, 19. And I have the opportunity to free myself. Of course, this is just the pretense that Kentet will take my soul. However, instead of going along with what he wants, we'll free my soul, run off with you, and destroy this portal room.
And what do you suppose the consequences of breaking the trust of Quintet would be?
Disastrous.
A bomb in the face for them.
But I don't know what's worse, being owned by an archdevil or crossing them.
I'm honestly surprised you're telling me this. My stance is very clear. I would appreciate if you don't make alliances with my captors.
Well, that's currently the plan, is to not do that.
But I also don't think insinuating to Quintet that you are willing and then changing your mind is a good call either.
Well, if my soul ends up being taken, then it ends up being taken. It doesn't mean we still can't run off.
Quintet did say that if we agreed, that he would send us back and to the material and close the portal in Bashir. So it's a free ride if we take his offer on it.
And you trust that?
Entirely.
You know, when you get to the fine print of something, you're like, well, I'll close this portal, but that didn't say it wasn't going to open more, which is actually what he told us, but he could open one literally next door to the one that we get closed, and that would technically be true. So, I'm not sure.
All in all, the plan is to stick it to everyone.
Yes, thank you, Brigand. That sounds great.
Welcome.
But what we are discussing is how to do that.
Right.
You said you had a patron. Who?
I do.
Or what?
Agtheron.
A demon.
Indeed.
I'm conflicted. My mother always said, deal with the devil you know. But... What did Quintet offer in return? You mentioned shutting down the portal, but assuming you are meant to kill something as powerful or more so than Quintet, they not only trust that you can or will be able to do such a thing, but they are also betting that you won't just kill them. So that gives you leverage.
Yeah, that.
So what is it you know, or what is it you have that he wants from you? Or is it just convenience?
He said specifically that we're going... He knows already that we're going to the gates of Elysium. And he just wants a piece of the pie, essentially. He wants to put his little grubby devil fingers on it. And we're going whether or not we take his offer, so... You know, he just wants influence, I guess? Or something else? Is there something in Elysium he would want? Oh, right! I completely forgot about that part of the puzzle. He said that there's god-killing weapons in there.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's what he wants. Is for us to go bring him back a very powerful and dangerous thing. I think.
And Ted just wants the things that we designed from campaign 1.
He's like, I want the memories.
I want them for my collection, and also because
Well-
I'm going to use them to kick everyone's ass.
Depends on what you want to tell Moira, but Quintet did explain the why. Which is revenge, but not a direct revenge against
Oh, right.
the gods.
The
More-
people that are above the gods.
Yeah.
They want revenge on those guys.
Yeah. To clarify, what Quintet said is they have whisperings of a truth above even Kaela, and believe that if they were to assume the role of this creature, which most of you have forgotten the name of, at least for now, that they would be able to garner an audience with these beings and would demand to know what became of their partner.
Yeah, he's over here playing Minecraft.
He's just chilling. He's a professor here.
He wrote the histories, and then they just started playing a Minecraft together.
Yep.
He streams on Twitch.
Oh no.
Oh god. Imagine streaming on Twitch.
Imagine Nerith streaming on Twitch. But yes.
Mackenzie harassing him in chat.
Yeah, it's up to you if you decide to tell
Probably not.
Are they?
We don't know her very
No?
well.
Oh.
We don't know her. We don't know anything about her, really.
Brigham doesn't know any of you, so he's just like, he'll tell anybody anything at this
He
point.
doesn't have any filter.
True, true.
No fear.
None. He lives life to the fullest. I will say, Brigham did say that one thing I was saying out loud. Think about they're angry at people that are bigger than a god, something like that.
Yeah.
I actually can't remember most of it. It's really fuzzy. I think his name was Alan. I think that's the guy we're supposed to kill.
Let's serious up a little bit here, please. You're getting a little too steamrolly. Let's focus up a bit. Yeah. You guys kind of wait for Moira to collect themselves. And head back to the shop, I guess. I know we've hinted at it in the roleplay and the dialogue a little bit, but what is the group? I guess consensus isn't the right word because that's what we're trying to get to. But what are the cards that we hold in our hands? What options are we considering? I think Niall is genuinely considering swapping out their patron.
Think so. It's either that or we just go blow stuff up and try to go home. Simple as that. I don't think we could successfully do both. I think if we go kill Aggie, we're locked in.
Either that or you guys are staying behind.
At least one of
True.
you is locked in. Yeah. And that is also the if is not when
If.
you kill Aggie, if you kill Agtheron, who is some type of demon powerful enough to or has some capability to gaze into the future, which is the reason why Niall is caught up in this in the first place.
Niall's willing to bite the bullet and be trapped, and whether you guys stick around or run away is entirely up to you.
It's a tough call.
I guess we really only needed Moira because she could show us where the teleporting room was. Because she can do short range teleportation. I think. So we could just leave her out to dry. That would be bad, I think. But we could.
Leave her out to dry, or tell her to leave. Just be like, hey, you can leave. We're gonna go our own
She can't
way.
get home. She needs us to get home.
Well, to an extent, if you are telling her that you are not exploding the teleport room, she could probably just go to the portal room and hope that there's one back to the material plane that she can use. It's not a sure thing, but it is an option.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the only other option that was discussed last session was the potential of Aqua saying yes in order to get some answers. And maybe, I don't know if you guys would know, but just the thought of if you make a deal with the person who you were intended to be sacrificed to in some regard, that might just override that curse, or they might just be able to be like, nah, all good. Not 100% certain.
Or Kentet has the blood and the soul. What else is there left after that?
What else is there after that? Exactly. As you were all kind of pondering, and Moira does come back with you, but appears to just be making preparations to leave. Riggin, you're, while not the biggest thinker in the group, you were there, you saw the meeting, you heard what was said, and you know that with Sid there, that what you guys discussed, unless something happens tonight that Sid reveals, you think back on your private conversation. Sid entering at first into your peripheral, and then hearing their voice in your mind in order to keep the conversation between the two of you. As I said, it would be too simple for me to ask you to just kill the gods. Nor would it be fair to assume I have the right to make that call. When I was a boy, an actual child, not the form that I keep. I remember my mother telling me that the witch, always referred to as the witch was the only thing keeping her from killing her enemy. And she never mentioned who this enemy was, but it didn't seem to matter. She was obsessed with the fact that the witch was the only thing preventing her. And I must say, Brigand, your bloodlust is very interesting. You mentioned to your companions, although it appears you guys just met, you mentioned to these companions that you wish to make sure that Kyella kept her promise. What exactly is it that you think she promised to your brother?
I have no idea.
If you have no idea, then what is it you must find to believe that fact, if you do not know what it is you are looking for?
That they are somewhere, that they still exist and they were rewarded for the bullshit that they were handed.
You act as though someone's difficult life automatically earns them answers. Do you believe that?
No. Answers are for those who look for them.
Was your brother one of those people?
No.
Were
He
you?
didn't need answers.
Why is that?
Faith.
Yeah, I thought so. So, you wish to trade the knowledge that your brother was given the afterlife he deserved.
Proof of it.
I will grant you proof, not of that, but that someday soon I can do that for you. I can grant that to you. You have no reason to believe me except for this. And he holds out a hand for you to hold.
Grab his hand.
As you blink your eyes, they are too heavy to open, and you instead see images in your mind. A young boy, very similar looking to Siderial, sitting at a granite table. No finishings, no finery, just a slab of raw material. And sitting on the corner of it, on the opposite side, you see a woman in a beige gown. No color to her skin except for the slight blushing of the cheeks, of the arms. Almost as if this person has been recently given life. You know that what you are looking at is the mortal form of Kyella. You don't know how you know this, but you believe it as if it was your original thought. As you open your eyes, at first confused, how does this show you anything? It seems we both wish for a reunion with my mother. But I need something in return. And I don't think you'll have to kill anyone for it, but I'm sure that won't stop you. These friends you travel with have already stumbled upon something greater than even the great Star Mother could have created. They have broken one of the locks. It is my belief that these locks, spread throughout my mother's lands, will unlock the door that the witch is behind. And I would like so much to ask that witch what she did to put real fear in the prime deity of this world.
Who is the witch?
One of my life's greatest mysteries. The only name I've been able to discover is nothing more than a threat. A spit on, I'm sure, the great name this witch holds. The Midnight Prisoner is nothing but a title given to a bedtime story you tell your children to keep them in their rooms while you do all sorts of bad things.
So you want to learn how to really scare your mom?
Not
Starma.
Not directly. Not in the sense that I would do anything. But, and if you haven't felt this, I apologize, but for those who grew up with parents, especially those who were never wrong, there is something endlessly exciting about seeing them scared. Even if you don't intend any harm, the thought that they can be knocked down to the same level as you is a comfort that I wish to have. If what you seek deep down below the surface of that bloody grin you wear is to see your brother once more, I can promise you that you will see him on the sands of Elysium, and if you so wish, bring him back. And if you don't, you will still embrace him as brothers at least one last time. For not even Kaela is able to end the souls that make their way to Elysium. She does not command the power of the dead. No, she gave that up. Only Eros has that authority. And I imagine he will be quite busy.
Glance at the sacrificial arrows blade on his tail and stare intensely at Sid. just looking him up and down, thinking about what he said. And then he says out loud, "You take me to my brother, and I'll do anything you want. Kill anything you want."
I believe you, and one of the traits I am happy to not have picked up from my kin, I do not need you to swear an oath to me. I am not a deity. I am not a god for you to pretend you don't fear. I am a man of my word.
Briggan will outstretch his hand to shake.
Sid shakes your hand with a strength that doesn't catch you off guard. And I think you just nod.
Like I expected it. Yeah. Briggan just, that devilish grin he gets on his face. All the teeth jagged and everywhere.
As that kind of flashback ends, and you look at Sid with everything that Quintet said, does not appear to want to renege or renegotiate, regardless of what you decide. And while, again, Briggan is not the smartest member of the Lost and Found, Briggan, you come to the decision that your deal with Sid is not mutually exclusive with whatever happens here. Moira kind of stands all packed up as you guys are discussing amongst yourselves what to do. Well, I'm heading to the portal room. I'm going home. Thank you for saving me, but if this is the last time I see you, I would ask that you remember just remember me.
Fair. That's something we can do. But why to remember you?
Because if you give your souls to the devil, you will never see the material plane the same way again. And what you will see in the faces of those you call your friends will be forever scarred. We may speak again, but know that you will not be the same person as you are now. So I guess it is I that will remember you. I don't blame any of you for whatever decision you make. I don't know the Lost and Found, just like you don't know me. I thank you for saving me, and I hope, if it's still in the cards, that you put an end to Ijmar for me. Then I think we can call it even. Good luck. And Moira leaves.
Who's Ijmar?
Very unsettling and creepy demon that's stalking that poor woman through time and space.
Right, so I should kill him.
Yeah, if Kentet hasn't already.
Yeah, that's actually true. Get that hasn't already.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just ask Kentet to toss that on the list.
Yeah, just add it onto the agreement.
Execute Ijamar. He thinks they're gonna let him out, and he's like, oh, they negotiated for my release, and then they just fucking put him down.
Which, speaking of prisoners of Kentet, if we're gonna be leaving, and I'll look around the room, do we want anything? If we're, leaving and we've already condemned Malachar to horrible things happening to him by association.
Wait, is everything in here magical?
Malachar said maybe don't touch anything because I think everything is magical, but it is also cursed.
Yeah, it's probably a load of shit though. I'm sure some of it's cursed, but it's all of it cursed?
Oh, you know it?
I mean,
Why don't you touch this thing right here?
I know.
You go and see if I find out.
How much time do we have before we have to meet with Kentet again?
You guys didn't.
I
There
don't
was
know,
no
5 minutes, 5 hours?
specification.
5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 years, 5 days.
High five.
Specify.
5
There was
mortal days, but
no
we never
specification,
investigated
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Right,
It's
we
on
don't
our-
know what
it's
a
on,
normal day means.
Nico's and Aqua's hand. We got this little thing on our left
You
hand.
got a pocket watch, right?
It says 5.
But-
So
we haven't
just
told
says
anyone,
5.
so
the Arabic numeral 5.
Nico, we haven't said a shit about these
double
tattoos
five.
on
Oh,
your
yeah.
hands.
Hey, we just got some dope ass tattoos.
Yeah, you guys turn over Malachar's shop now that you're pretty sure they're all dead.
Well, speaking of cursed things, the only person that I know who took something from the shop is a little toasty right now.
That wasn't on him still because it was dust by the time. It was dust, right?
What did he take again? He took something.
He took it.
Took a
Is
box.
it a potion?
It was like a
Yeah.
Oh, it was
potion
like a
or
Pandora's box kind of thing, wasn't it?
yeah,
No,
it was
It
something
was like
small.
Was it like sticks? It was like sticks or something. But it turned. I don't know the way you described it. I don't remember. It was like a while ago. It was such
It
a
was
minor
something
thing.
that they
Probably
thought
like-
they were going to be able to use to fuck with Kentet, though.
And yes, it was something to distract or to maim, and instead they just got yeeted. So yes. But that is fair point. The one person who took something from the shop did get linebacker.
Immediately after.
He
He
did
died.
get linebackered out a fucking window into lava.
So maybe, guys, don't touch things. You won't die in hell.
Friggin' will get
Sorry,
real
it's
close
just
to
like
one and,
maybe we
sniff
shouldn't.
it.
And Niles, meanwhile, just like poking at stuff with the butt of their gun, seeing if anything's valuable.
Well,
Bring it,
Niall can
sniffing
see
it next
everything
to
that's
him.
magical.
Yeah.
Is everything?
Oh, actually, that's true.
Niall?
Niall, do you detect magic and then look around for some cool
Yes,
shit?
I will, because I can do it at will.
That's
Yeah, just-
amazing.
So I just like
That's great.
Your eyes are just
Yeah,
always
for the
disco
magic.
balls. It's great.
Niall
All right, make an
always
investigation check, and I'll say with detect magic, because you were specifically looking for cool magic shit, you have advantage.
sees- Let's go. Yeah.
And Sid kind of punches you in the shoulder and gives you guidance as well.
let's go.
Did
Not
you just
bad.
watch
Guidance
Niall,
from
man?
himself.
All right, let's go with the higher one. Plus
That-
plus guidance. That's 16. Wait, how much?
Plus
Is my
5
investigation.
for investigation.
Oh, that's a lot. So that's 21.
21.
Yeah.
You
21.
guys watch as Niall casts detect magic. Their eyes kind of glowing, a chromatic rotation of various magical colors. You do detect a little bit of magic. I will say, because of your high roll, you immediately are able to suss out that Malachar was mostly telling the truth, and there's a stink of cursed magic on most of the things that are in here. You do find, though, under one of the tarps, there is a collection of various, like, smith's tools. And you find something very familiar to you, which makes it even stranger to find here. You find molds for bullets.
I think you were just saying mold.
Just mold. Just so
Black
much
mold.
mold.
Particular mold.
Moldy bread.
He was hiding
Some
black
moldy
mold in the
ass
The curse.
bread.
You slowly lose your mind to black mold. That's the curse.
Wait, what's the cool thing? What's the cool thing?
Is this J.K. Rowling's house?
But yes, it is. It is. Sorry. It's a small, like portable kiln forge thing. So it actually looks very similar to like a alchemy kit, but it's made out of this green glass. That alone is what is glowing extremely potent magical energy, and no specific school of magic. It is just raw ether of sorts. Yeah. It's very odd to see something that looks familiar to you. Guns in the 9 hells, or at least a gun mold or bullet molds. Maybe they use it for something else.
Strange.
We just find
The good kind of strange, or the it's gonna kill us if we lick it kind of strange?
It's not going to kill anyone, but
Okay.
this is
So we can
something
lick
that
it?
only people who are aware of guns would know how to use.
Yeah. And
You know. Get all
Now.
kinds down in hell, I guess.
The very funny thing is that I added the unidentified item into your inventory, and it made you over encumbered because you're carrying so much shit.
now this
It's
So
fine.
you will have to deal with that, but you
anything in my,
are technically over encumbered now.
Great! What can
Because
I drop?
Well, your crossbow is 18 pounds, and you never
That's
use your
true.
crossbow.
I only used it underwater.
Your extra set of equipment is 10 pounds, your leather armor. And you have 10 pounds of torches.
Jeez.
And then your backpack is actually double over capacity. You have 60 pounds worth of gear in a 30-pound backpack because you're just that tough.
So let's drop some things.
Yeah, you could either drop it on the ground or you could send it to Nico, who's got a bag of holding.
Well, I'm not going to use half this stuff, so.
That's true.
I do love to hold trash.
That's
Well, you can
You
hold
never
my
know when it
torches.
comes in handy.
The
if you want.
trash collector.
And even
yeah,
if
you have
if
this
it's not
little
useful to trash
green-
to us, more could eat it.
Yeah, Mork will eat most things. That's true. But yeah, the little
get it.
device that Niall is holding is, it's about 15, 20 pounds, Niall. It appears to be some sort of kiln to smelt bullets of sorts.
I like.
You feel it thrumming with magic, and as it gets closer to some of you, it hums.
Why does it hum?
What song? What key is
May
it in?
I?
It's doing like that.
Go
I don't know
ahead.
where it's from, but that like throat singing. I don't know what country that's
Mongolian
from, but
throat singing?
the Mongolian throat singing. He has the yeah. It's great.
Getting-
It's so good.
Giving vibes of like Kuno's little dagger sword thing.
It's not like vocalizing. It's just like the humming of energy. But that
it's
would
not
be
a Disney
dope.
princess energy.
It is
it's
not
more
a
metal.
Disney princess, but I really wish
I
it
just,
was,
you know,
honestly. No, it's a good clarification. It does not appear to be a humanoid voice, which is very important to distinguish.
Okay.
because
that was my
that could be
description. Disney
that could be
princess.
that could be
Other
bad.
weapon.
Yeah, you're just vibing.
May I
I wonder if your bullets.
identify it, Niall?
Yes, here.
Please.
Go ahead.
Could be useful if we go to destroy Agtheron.
I agree.
And I'm gonna start casting Identify.
Got my goggles on.
Steps to you ritual cast it. You take the 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Now you sort through your inventory while Nico is organizing.
Don't need this. Don't need this.
Just yeet this on the ground. Yeah, it's great. It's a 10 out of 10.
Can't wait for someone to come here and find this crossbow thinking it's enchanted, but it's just a regular crossbow.
Exactly.
Leave a note.
I'm copying Niall by putting the trident on the shelf.
I'm also putting this leather armor that I just have as well.
We're just getting rid of our stuff finally.
Sell it. Yep.
I could sell it. Got rid of it.
Just fucking throws it. You identify the this is weird. So you're identifying it, so you get like the item card here first.
Oh, right.
Because for Niall to understand what it does, they will need to study it a little bit. So I'm actually going to drag the item to Nico.
Goodbye, item.
And then Nico,
Bye,
I am
item.
going to identify it in your inventory. So you
Show
can
me
read it
the
out.
reg.
Man, I just want to know if it. I hope it's exciting. It's gonna be exciting because I was excited last time I got a mystery item that I revealed what it was.
It was
Even
very
though-
exciting when Sora got that. Yeah.
It was just like I saw, like it was cool. It was just a cool thing. It's just like it's the mystery item, and then it's revealed, and you're like, oh, that's so neat. It's just a neat.
It is
just
a
a neat
cool
little
feature.
thing.
Yeah. All right, Nico, what do we got?
This is very fascinating. I think a master craftsman must have made this. I wonder what plane they were from. So this is the arcane gunsmithy, and it is used for increasing the output and efficiency of crafting ammunitions. While attuned, you get expertise in tinkerer's tools, and use this gunsmithy to craft imbued ammunition. So you cast a spell into the gunsmithy. You roll 1d6 plus 1 to determine how much ammo is crafted, and you get extra spell effects from spells of 3rd level or higher.
Ooh.
And it gets damage type based on the spell. Oh, and there's a damage table. Ooh, you can make it any damage you want, and they get extra effects if it's a big beefy spell. Oh, so even Niall, I could use my spells, and I could use it, and like Soren could use his spells, and Aqua could use her spells. Think of how many different ammos we could make. We just need like 40 hours.
Yeah.
Well, we can work on that once we're
It
not
does.
in hell.
It does have a limited use of twice per long rest. So you could make 2d6 plus 2
died.
bullets per long rest.
Well, that's actually really good
Not yet.
because
It's still being made and automated. But yeah, just so for example, so you could get Nico to put like let's say a 3rd level lightning bolt into the kiln, and then you would make a tinker's check against the DC of the item, which is the same as when you would craft your own ammunition. And so lightning damage, it's above 3rd level, or 3rd level and above. So, and I'll send it to you in a second now so you can see what I'm reading, but you would get the enhanced effect. So automatically whatever your gun damage is becomes lightning. So fully, you don't do any piercing damage. It's just pure lightning. Plus 2d4 lightning damage to all adjacent creatures. So any creature touching a square that a target is attacking also takes 2d4 lightning on top of whatever the regular damage is for the target. And then there's a critical effect for all the damage types, and they are all very different. So on lightning, for example, on a critical effect, the target must succeed on a dex save against your regular DC. So I think that's 16. Or become paralyzed until the start of your next turn. So for an entire round of combat, you paralyze someone. Very, very cool. So I'll send that
That's
item
sick
back to you.
nasty.
Dude, there's some crazy shit, and I'm sure I'll have to do some balancing because I'm terrible at balancing items, but
I mean,
you
hey,
can see
as if
the
I'm actually
unident-
going to get any of the crits.
Well, listen.
That's
That's-
They're gonna balance the item.
That's only within your control. But the real thing is,
Once every
if
60
you make
seconds.
enough bullets, then you are never doing just piercing damage. You would always be doing a specific damage type. So if you guys are fighting
Rats.
you're about to fight something, you can research what it's vulnerable to and make a ton of armor or ammo. Or for example, like there's a force damage type. So force, you do whatever your regular weapon damage is in force damage, which nothing basically is immune to. And you do 2d4 additional. And if you crit, you automatically fire again at the same target. So like there's some pretty crazy stacking benefits with the table. I put the info in chat for
so
anyone
once you
who wants
make
to
them,
read
they
it.
last until they're used.
Yep, they're just crafting bullets.
So then you could just have a bunch of bullets just laying around.
We have so many
For a
spell lists
rainy
to
day.
choose from too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you can make up to
Think of light
2d6
bullet?
plus 2 a day, so you can make up to 14 bullets a day, which is tons.
And then every
right?
day
Like,
you could
that's a
just make
ton
more types of bullets.
I'm so
Or you could use one person, you could talk to 2 different people to make bullets for you, and then those 2 different
And
spells.
just to describe too, because I haven't finished the item description, the arcane gunsmithy comes with like a little bullet pouch, and you have one, so you know what they look like. That is the part that the bullets have to stay within if they're not in your gun, and that's the part that you're attuned to. So if you unattune, any bullets that you have in that pouch become normal again.
okay.
So we can use the tools to make the bullets still though? Or does it only have to be Nile?
I think now because they're in.
So Nile, so you would cast a spell into it, and then Nile would use the tool. So you basically charge
understand.
it up with a spell type,
Okay.
and then Nile
Yeah,
makes the
and then
bullets.
Nile's like-
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Ding, 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 ding.
You got a little hammer
Nile?
and a little like
Teeny
chisel.
hammer.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I don't think you understand. Mork is a fantastic assistant when you're building something. I'm sure he would love to help you.
Well, I suppose we'll find out if our working
What's the mark
systems
expression
are
right now?
similar enough.
I think Mork's expression is always just,
Yeah, so I just wanted to cut to Mark after you mentioned that and just seeing his expression on his face, like just completely blank, like no reaction, like
Yeah.
There are
Listen,
no
you're not
thoughts in that
wrong.
head of his.
right? He's not used to having his own thoughts, so he doesn't really have any at all.
Chooses not to.
He does choose not to. It's easier that way. Yeah,
just
so take
easier
a
for
read through
everything.
that. There's some very, very cool damage types.
Anytime we have extra spells, we can just sprinkle them in.
Like
You just
thunder
charge it.
thunder damage is great. If you make bullets with 3rd level spell thunderclap or something, every bullet
Thunderclap.
the creature is just pushed 5 feet back. There's no save. They just get pushed.
Stop shoving me.
So a hasted Nile could push a creature 20 feet every round.
Let's go.
Ooh.
And then if you crit,
Ooh,
they have
maybe
to make
more
a
if you
con
actually
save
switch.
or they're deafened until finishing a long rest.
Who's that for thunder damage?
Yeah, because it's real loud.
Can't believe I'm meta now. They buffed
Just,
Nile on that last patch.
Yeah, now just
Niall's just gonna start opening a trench coat with all the different bullets and be like, this is for
You
you.
want some bullets, kid?
Yeah, and it works with
a lucky
your
day.
rifle or your pistol, so you can
I don't know what you're
combine it.
immune to, but are you immune to the bullet?
We can try every type. Immune, not immune.
So like,
Okay.
I know it's not on the table, but like, what if we used healing spells on the bullets? You know?
You don't know.
You take 0 damage because the healing counteracts the bullet damage.
Or it could just shoot healing spells into people, to like, take this.
I was
But
just
like,
thinking it was so
but
funny.
like,
healing-
for
healing-
example, a healing
heal.
spell and then shooting an undead creature would do.
Ooh.
True.
Who knows, right? Listen,
So many
be
Tyler-
creative.
I just thought it would be funny. Like, the healing counteracts the bullet. You just have a hole in you now.
Heals immediately.
You just have a bullet in you, just like Nile.
It's just a hole. It immediately heals over. Yeah.
All right.
So, if you guys need, we can go to an early break while you guys hash out what you guys are doing. I'm okay with that.
Just
Soren's ready to go to war. Brigand is definitely ready to go to war.
I'm pretty
Sid?
ready to go to war.
Sid doesn't care.
Sid's indifferent.
Either way
It's too
helps
terrible
him.
to care.
He's just chilling.
Yeah.
You know, I think Moira's accepted that we aren't coming with her if we don't want to go with her. So like, we can't just go make a deal with the devil, you know? It's like a little deal.
Is everyone all right with this plan?
I am. We could just ask for Malakar's dead body and Igor's little hood, and you know, that's part of the deal too.
If Content were to kill Igor on his plane, would he just go back to his plane and then terrorize Moira again?
Probably. But Kentek, oh wait, no, we destroyed the prison. We can't
I
lock
mean,
Igor.
what's stopping him from making another one?
True.
I'm assuming that probably might be up on his agenda now that we destroyed it.
Well, you want answers from Kentet, don't you? Is Aqua alive?
Barely, because I didn't know you were talking to me, so.
Sorry.
I'm just over here.
It's literally cutting you guys out every other word, so. It's fine.
It's all good. So just to get the game plan, it's everyone's disappearing.
No, keep
I
going,
like to
keep
see
going.
everyone when I'm talking. I know I'm good, but
No, you just disappeared, sir.
I know I did.
You're the problem.
I was looking at just myself, and it made me uncomfortable.
Me when I look in the mirror.
Jesus. Oh.
Let me get my thought. If anyone wants to say anything, go ahead. Oh,
Nah, man, it's all you.
We already hashed it out, so.
You already hashed it
Thoughts?
out. Yeah, what are my thoughts? I don't know. You guys know my thoughts. So we're going through with Nile doing the thing, and then okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then we
so
were like, do we I guess the question is, do we betray Kentet and explode the portal room? Or do we just let Kentet's plane shift us back to the material plane? That's really the question.
I'm fine with blowing up the portal room.
The question is, if we do betray Kentet, my soul may still be forfeit, which means I may be trapped here, or otherwise we will be hunted once we return to the material plane.
Or even just, he could take all your powers away, right? Isn't that
That's-
how God-fearing folk work? Right? Like, if you pissed off
isn't that
Katara, she'd just be like, whoop, and then
Wouldn't that
done.
be technically after we kill Ekthron? Because technically they wouldn't be their patron until after Ekthron's dead.
Correct, but I'm not sure how... I've never made a deal with an archdevil before, only a demon. I'm not sure if me simply saying that I will
Only a demon.
submit my soul to him would mean that I'm automatically forfeit when Ekthron's dead, or if I can just run away.
would you do if you were a normal person again now?
Well, the reason I left in the first place was because I didn't want anyone to find out. So, best case scenario, once all of you had accomplished your missions or were safe, I would return home. But I doubt that's possible.
Also, what happens with the other thing you absorbed?
Right. It's been quiet, so I almost forgot about it. I'm not sure it hasn't compelled me to do anything.
Well, aren't you compelling it? Right?
I suppose it's been not really a factor since we left.
Yet.
And
I'm
I guess
sure
who
the
knows
other
what?
shoe's coming.
Yeah, I'm sure. Who knows what Axron is doing with those?
I'm sure he's having lots of fun with it.
Just like eating it slowly, like chewing.
Maybe.
It's like Laffy
Truthfully, I'd rather
Taffy.
not have any entity in my body, but
Why have none when you could have 3?
well, I
Three's
can't have
company.
3. That's
Three's
kind of the
company.
point.
No comment.
I'd rather no one be in my body.
Oh. Oh.
But if worst comes to worst, we betray Quintet, he dramatically holds me prisoner or something to that effect, don't hesitate to leave me behind.
We can't actually
Okay.
leave you behind.
Well, of
Wow.
course, Brigand's gonna be fine with it, but
It's like, yeah, all right.
I'll do that in an instant.
Well, I
Chain him
mean,
up.
I'm not saying I'd be pleased about it, but you just asked me to. Yeah, I respect you enough. I'll do it.
Are you fine with going out with a bang, so to speak?
I'd rather not die. But I've lived in as a prisoner long enough. If I died, then I'd die. I just don't want any of you to die in my place.
Soren, I recall, I think you're the only, no, I think there's 2 of you. Two
Me
of
and
you,
Sid.
You and Sid know what Quintet wants from you.
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
All right, let me get all my shit out of the way because it is. I don't know on this side.
Let me clear his desk.
Like,
Yeah,
just
I was
moves
like
a
in the
stack
midst
of
of doing
pizza
that,
bugs.
and
Yeah,
then
I feel you.
And then it was underneath my laptop, my dice tray, so it was out of sight, out of mind. And I was like, I don't need dice. All right,
Nice.
8 plus 8 equals 16.
16. What Quintet is asking you is not nothing. In fact, it is arguably the biggest something that Quintet could ask you. Maybe you don't need to sell your soul to make a fair trade.
Mm-hmm.
If you're already promising to do something, isn't that the promise?
Enough. Yeah. Soren gets really pensive for a moment. Perhaps based on what we have to do, no one has to give up something of them. perhaps because it is going to be plane shattering what we are attempting to do.
It is?
Yes.
Right. Sorry, continue.
It will be plane shattering what we are attempting to do in both things we are attempting to do. Maybe one single soul is not a fair trade. He is already gaining reign of this realm. Why would he want more?
Does that mean we can ask for Cantet's soul in exchange?
I'm not sure if that's equal.
Don't know if that is how it works. Or, in fact,
sure?
if they still have
ultimate power and a new position in exchange for your soul? Isn't that how they do it? Just the other way around?
I don't know if we have the capacity to own souls.
Challenge accepted.
I think I could do it.
If only Moss was still around.
Yeah, you guys know a guy.
Yeah,
I know a guy who might.
Knew a guy.
except he's dead.
Knew a guy. Yeah.
I knew a guy once.
Is he?
Yes. Rip in peace.
Nissan Yogi right here in chat.
We don't offer anyone souls, and we just accept the offer and ask for something in return.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Close the portal in Bashir.
Because close the portal in
Let me go
Bashir,
kill Agtheron.
kill
kill
Agtheron,
Agtheron.
and you also are gaining if you are agreed. Well,
Let's start with this. You guys are not a nation. In fact, I don't think any of you come from the same nation.
I think they're too close. No, not even.
Yeah.
Just their current residents.
Just their current resident. Well, former current residents, yeah.
From
Yeah. Who or what is your enemy? Or enemy is a strong word. What is the threat that you are struggling with or are about to struggle with on the material plane? One of them is Aqua's curse.
Mm-hmm.
That's fairly personal to the group.
Everything else is on a different plane.
Yeah, there's the gods that are coming to fight. There's the devils that are coming to fight. There's the Fae realm that are coming to fight.
The war of the extra planar, really.
So,
And wherever the Midnight Prisoner is, I guess.
if that's the truth of it, that everything is coming to the material plane to fight over what? The gods, who do not currently live on the material plane. With a 16 insight check, Soren, is it within Cantet's power to have this very, very likely inevitable battle kick off somewhere a little further than home?
Just have the fight here. It's your home ground. You have the advantage.
They would have the advantage, but it also, I think the goal is to assault Elysium.
But why
Why-
do they need to all be on the material for that?
They did say it was a foothold into Elysium, but why? Why can't they go straight to Elysium? Is there something blocking them off?
And anyone who is proficient in religion may roll.
Let's go.
Religion or history, but the history DC is going to be higher.
Let's
I'll
go.
roll a history.
Can I give myself a little bit of?
Yeah,
Guidance?
you guys are talking this through. You could definitely like massage your scalp and give yourself guidance.
If only I was proficient in either one of those.
Let me look.
You're proficient
What
in
is-
murder. Okay, that's good enough.
I am proficient in murder. It's very true.
I got a 17.
I got a 17.
Your DC's lower.
Yes.
Your DC is lower, but they're both fairly high. I'll say
I got
with
a
those
17.
17s.
Combined, can we put our brains together?
Yeah, 34.
Mind
Yeah.
melt.
34!
Let's
Mind
go.
builder 5,000.
Never rolled higher.
Never rolled higher. With a combined 34, sure.
Yes!
You're trying to map through, why the material plane at all? What foothold is Kentet talking about? Is the murmurings you're hearing about the gods talking about? Maybe for even a second, although maybe embarrassingly so, you think, why isn't this war starting in the Fae?
Mm-hmm.
But with a 17 history religion check, you both are on the edge of understanding that there is something solely powerful about Eros's role in the natural world that both the Fae Ascendancy and Kentet, and I guess the mortals who are amassing an army now in Bashir, want to utilize. The bridge from the material plane to Elysium is the most traveled path, or all life must walk it. If you die in the 9 hells, you do not go to Elysium. You are the property of the 9 hells. And as that thought comes up, you think of the 2 lost members of your group and what that might mean for their souls. So what do you ask?
If we do this, do you think we could bargain to see if they have control over the souls of our compatriots that we came down here with, to see if they can at least bring them back to their plane, wherever they may go to die?
Or even if we could just carry them back to the material, then they could pass, right?
Elysium.
Properly?
I mean, I don't do not probably would not know this at all, but where do the Fae go when they die, if they die on their plane?
You have no clue.
Okay.
To the Fae heavens.
They
To
go to
Felicium. Felicium.
Do they just get recycled and turned into another Fae?
They could turn into a
They
tree.
can't leave?
Or no,
There
turn into a troll.
is also the understanding that the vast majority of the Fae live far longer lives. So if it is the same
There's
road to Elysium, it is much less traveled than on the material plane.
Right.
So they're going to the material plane to die, and then they go to Elysium, and then they can. Could they?
Yeah. Does that mean
What-
it's just a war to who can die the fastest? Right? Like, oh, we need to
There
have
has to be
up
easier
Elysium,
ways than
so
fighting in a
let
war
me
to
on.
die.
Or they can hit on the
Nico,
souls that they-
you would understand that while in religious doctrine, the road to Elysium is considered more a passage of time, or the transfer of one's soul from their body to the ether of which Eros would then collect. In divine doctrine, in your research, there is a place a physical or spiritual realm where one's self goes in the afterlife. You've seen it. You know that is where your partner is. And so, regardless of what divine or otherwise magic causes a material plane soul to travel to Elysium, there is a travel. There is a passage. And so, likely, you don't know what the humanoids are going to do. You have no idea what the mortals are planning. But something as powerful as devils or fey gods, archfey, they could probably traverse that path without having to pass on in the most direct sense.
Yeah, because if they were to die on the material plane, they would just return to their home plane. Technically.
In most instances, yeah.
If they're powerful enough, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I lost the thread I was thinking halfway through, because I'm like thinking of a bunch of other things, processing that, and I'm like, I was gonna say something, but then I completely.
I feel that.
A lot to think about.
Sid kind of speaks up.
Oh, thank God.
If not the material plane, where would this fight take place? Where would the war first break out? Maybe that is something we could ask.
What would be a equally valuable place, does that say? Because their goal is Elysium. Something that is equally as maybe not equally, but almost as accessible as Elysium for Quintet.
Well, it's not the celestial realms that are the problem. Those are locked. There is a key to open those doors. The problem is that the material plane is the safest point to launch an attack, because the children have promised they would not return. And when a celestial of that power promises something, it is more than just words. To break that could break them. There are only a few gods who did not make that promise, and I don't know if they would even notice the presence.
Do I remember which deities made promises to not return? Was my deity one of those deities?
She was absolutely not.
Woo! Yeah. W's in the chat.
The deities that did not make the promise, because that's an easier list, is... Sorry. Come on. This is buried in my notes. Here we go. Okay. Katara, Kaistus, Wistrel, and Kaela.
That does make sense, because technically Wistra is the god
Wistrel is the Ley Warden. She is the goddess of magic, balance, and the weave of magic that protects the planet.
that makes sense because technically, based on those 4, Guitar being the newest, Wistrel also being pretty relatively new to the Pantheon, Kaistis being obviously
broken.
Yeah, and then Kyala
So-
being the mother who you wouldn't expect a promise from her because also she was kind of reborn recently, relatively recently. So those 4 are the ones that make the most sense.
Yeah, so the goddess officially of luck and blood, the Scarlet Maiden, the Wildbringer, the god of nature, the wilderness, life, etc. Wistrel, the Ley Warden, and Kyella, the Star Mother. Which means they could return.
Yeah. Okay. How do you spell Wistrel?
Wystril.
Alright, I was close.
Kitty.
Okay.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
The boops.
Alright, okay. And that also makes sense because then they wouldn't, even if they do return, they wouldn't have the full power of the Pantheon against them, because if they were to return, like those 4, and knowing motives of one of them, at least to that she told me.
Well, to an extent. So the problem is, and this is going into like religious doctrine. So I think besides Soren, none of you would really know or necessarily care about this.
Yeah.
But the pact was not broken because of the Mother's mercy. The gods that were banished from ever walking on the realm of men are still banished. The Lord of the Hells cannot walk on the material plane, nor can many of the abyssal gods and some others that are nameless. So they must think that their forces, with likely Kentet at the head of this assault, are strong enough to withstand. Because defeat is a tough word. There's a big asterisk there. It's only been done once before. But to withstand the might of at least 3 of those gods, Kaistis being considered lost, and maybe it only being 2 because Katara does not appear to be directly aligned with Kyella. Though not evil, Scarlet Maiden is independent.
She just has her own motive.
Yeah.
She just has her own motives. Okay. What? This is probably a hypothetical. This is just me thinking out loud. When Kentet becomes the technical Lord of Hell, does that mean that he can't come to the material plane anymore?
You have no idea, but you could make assumptions either way.
Yeah.
Maybe by replacing the dude who had to sign the contract, they can now do it. Or,
yeah, because their name is not on the contract technically.
But maybe it's titled to the Lord of the Hells and whoever holds that mantle.
Yeah, and maybe
right.
I'm trying to think the motivation of them forgetting why they forget the deal,
which is why, and this is where now we're flip-flopping both ways, which is also why making an official sanctioned devilish contract is really the only way to make sure Kentet does not fuck you after you do your part.
Yes.
Because even the Lord of the Hells would be bound to
Even though
their
they're
agreement.
honest, they're still looking out for numero uno, which is himself. I'm a nice guy. I'm honest. Yeah, I'm gonna honestly stab you in the back.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. This is so much.
Yeah, you're making a deal with the future devil. I get it.
From
It's
the
a lot
Bible.
to think about.
From the Bible.
From the Bible. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because
What's
I
Nico?
don't.
What's Nico thinking?
Well,
This is Soren, just like pensive and quiet, and just like
He's just like,
slowly. His eyes getting bigger and bigger slowly. I don't.
if we want to insert ourselves into a war well beyond our means, you know, we kind of gotta like start raising our own army. We already have one kind of.
which
Her
you have
mom.
become ambassadors of the Bashiran forces.
And they're already working with devils or fae or both. We know that. No, they're working with the fae, so now this is our olive branch to the devils to bring them into the fold. We're just kind of going full evil, and I love it.
Yes. And
Bubbly just like, wait a second.
Hold on a minute.
I thought we were the good guys the whole time.
What do you mean? We're working with the blood god.
When you are
good.
aiming
She's
to
the best.
take out a, in your opinion, corrupt pantheon of good, who are the bad guys?
Exactly. That's how I fucking feel. Like when we're killing, like, you know what? Like it's like the same. Okay, I'm just not gonna go into this.
You know, I don't
I
necessarily
love
think
how
they're that bad.
passionate you
but,
are
like,
about
Dude,
a little bad.
Soren is like, yes, they get it.
Let's go.
They only took a trip to hell.
Back to you, Nico.
Sorry.
You're ambassadors.
Yeah. I don't know. Does seem like a big. It's a point of no return, I guess. Hence our hesitancy.
I think there's also something to be said. And I don't think Nico has reached this point or really gotten close yet. You have said in character that there is nothing you wouldn't do to get back to your partner. When you say that, in your heart of hearts, do you have any doubt in that statement? Is there a line and you just don't know what it is yet?
Definitely think we're getting close to it, because who will I be on the other side by the time I get there?
An even
That's the
better
most.
question, who will she see on the other side?
So fucking sad. Be so fucking sad. God. The popcorn though.
Nico's like having an existential crisis, and Soren's just pacing violently in the background, just like, and what if this happened? It's a
Yeah,
lot.
like Soren's like.
Looks over at Nico. Why are you crying? Why are you
Soren's probably
tearing up?
crying too.
The room's getting steamy because your tears keep evaporating too quickly.
Yeah. Oh.
And Soren, you've been learning more and more about yourself every time
Yeah,
you
exactly.
have a conversation with anybody. Your brother, your mother, your friends, the devil.
The Bible.
From the Bible.
Each day, not through your actions, but through your circumstance. I wonder if you are beginning to resemble your father.
Oof. Damn.
I wonder if Dr. Delanor would do anything to get what he needed. With that
I
thought,
had the memory.
we're gonna go to break as the party panics endlessly for 2 hours.
Holy moly.
We'll be back in like 18 minutes. For my phone, we'll be back at 8:20. It's like 17, 18 minutes to figure out what the hell we're gonna do, or keep talking about it. If you guys have to keep talking it out, that's okay. Let's keep talking about it. We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah. Hard for a lot of things.
Are we wheeling and dealing in hell?
R.I.P. Jeremiah.
Wheel it and deal it, all right.
Guys, I haven't rolled any dice yet. How am I supposed to kill you if I'm not allowed to roll dice?
We're gonna
You could
maybe
just say,
fight
you could
Acheron.
literally just say, "Hey, Soren, you're dead. Roll a new character." You wouldn't have to roll
No.
anything, and I'd just be like,
No, that's not
I mean,
fun.
you
I want
could
to
say
roll
that.
dice. No.
"You could say that." Well, you could also roll like 20 d20s and then see if I die.
You
Just
take
roll 20 d20s.
100
That's what our chances are of
D100
escaping
damage.
hell.
100 d1s, and I would die.
That's true.
You can
That
only roll
would
one and those
literally
die.
kill you. That would actually kill you.
I would be in death sense. I wouldn't be dead. It'd be 172.
And 72.
172 d1s.
Yeah, that's a fun game. How many HP would you have to lose to just fall dead?
172.
There you go. You know your number. As long as you know your number, man. It's important to know your number.
That's
All right.
That's actually a lot for level 8 for a clear.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
You're a beefy boy.
All right, lads. What are we doing in hell, guys? What's the plan?
Crying about the moral dilemmas of it all.
Listen, morality is something they teach you in school, and that's it. Let's just do it, right?
Some of us
Yeah.
didn't go to school. Some of us went to war.
It's true. And whose fault was that? Was that the devil's fault? Was that really the devil's fault?
No, we chose that.
Exactly.
The devil's just trying to clean house, all right? Maybe that's what the house needs.
All right.
All right, hold on. We need spooky music.
Yeah, as we sell our souls.
Can you guys hear my air
Napoleon?
conditioner, by the way? Is it okay if I keep it on? We're good?
I have not heard a single
I haven't
whisper.
heard a thing.
Yeah.
A
It's
whisper
not
of
coming
that
through.
cool, sweet
All right.
air.
Just
I
making
kinda
sure
agree with
because
Bubbly.
it is 70,000 degrees in the room I'm in right now. So, what did Bubbly say?
It was-
I missed it.
It was
I missed
actually
it.
brisk
She
outside
said
today.
we should flip a coin again. This is what we did
Okay.
last time we had a major
No.
decision.
Who is
No, 'cause
flipping
I
the
don't wanna-
coin though?
I don't
Is
wanna leave it to
God
fate, 'cause
flipping the coin?
Qatar, can you flip the coin for me?
Oh, sure. Qatar would love to. Oh, it's heads. You're going to the devil. Look
Oh
at that.
no.
She is the mistress of luck, so you could ask mommy to roll the dice for you.
Why?
Can mommy get down here?
Mommy, can you
No.
get down here and roll dice for me?
No, she cannot.
She did specifically say, Soren, if you call me, I'll punch you in the face.
She did tell you to give her some space because you've got
Yeah.
way too many
I got a
mommy
little too
issues.
clingy and Bashir.
Yeah, you did.
I'm going through an existential crisis. I don't know who I fucking am anymore. I need some space.
Bro, you need to chill. This ain't me, man.
Stop calling me for every.
I know it's because of some technical issues, but what's Bubbly and Aqua been thinking this entire time?
Yeah.
Other than rage.
You got Soren, Payson, you got Nico.
I'll try to sum it up just in case I get cut off. Pissed that Niall was gonna sell his own soul. Then got mad at her for wanting to sell her soul. Then never seen Soren pace. Never seen Nico sweat like that. Having a really bad feeling to make the deal with the devil, because like why else are we hesitating? But at the same time, we're all fucking greedy and would really like to help the mortal world. So it's like,
Oh, I don't really care.
what do we do? Well, by help, I mean like just, Kuno's there.
Hey.
Maybe we should help him. So, and Yeah, you could say he's fine, but frick off, and then
Break
Us.
off.
and then
Frick you.
and then not sure. Almost.
Oh yeah.
Not
I can't believe you made me into a mug.
I know, right?
I like how big of a mug it is too.
It's a good mug.
Also, I'm actually very gay today because I'm also wearing this shirt.
Let's go.
Yeah, and then I don't know. She's stewing and she's never stewed before, so she's really confused as to what the heck to do.
I think. We're all a little confused.
So,
You
like,
guys-
our revelations of who we would become if we take this deal has now made me want to renege all dealing.
Okay, but the thing is,
We have
Okay.
to sell our souls.
No.
Soren did mention that. He did say that because
Soren was
of
just
the
like, yeah.
guys, we don't have to fucking do this. We don't have to sell our souls. We don't have
Don't
to.
need
That's weird that we came to that
You could
conclusion
like
immediately.
like
They just
in
leap right to it. Like, I'm out of my body.
You could have it. You could have it. There is a world where
like
you guys
Marxism,
are just the devil's mercenaries.
Not
Like that. That sounds okay.
No,
You know?
That's a great byline to your guys' party.
Lost
and found.
The devil's
Colon,
mercenaries.
the devil's mercenaries.
or we just keep that part a secret.
I would say it.
No.
No bold typeface for that.
I mean, we could always like say, can we make some like alternate trade and say like, don't take a soul, but we do all this other stuff, and then if he says no, it's like, okay,
Wait,
so we're
okay.
gonna go to the portal and blow that up, just a heads up, and then just leave.
He did say we had
Well-
a choice, that he wasn't going to take that from us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't. We are also going to do him huge favors. Huge favors.
You know what the best part about this all right now is?
What?
I feel like he's been watching us for the last 3 hours struggling to make a decision.
Probably.
And he's
Do you think
probably laughing.
How is that
Most
the best
likely.
part? How is that the best part?
Because he I think
What
it's-
is
the best
Nico
part is 'cause
doing?
He thinks it's entertaining.
I'm going to try to catch the scrying orb because there's probably one somewhere around here.
Making an unarmed strike.
I have a feeling she's gonna poke my eye.
7?
Or no, she's short. Poke my rib.
You like punch a chandelier by accident.
Just
How?
falls.
Exactly. How?
She's tall.
It was just
I am
lying on the
jumping.
ground.
Nico has a 38-inch vertical leap. Confirmed.
Damn.
Simone
Nico.
Biles.
Damn, Nico, you freaking.
No one told you your middle name was
Jumpy.
Simone.
Okay,
Nico Simone Biles, whatever your last name is.
here's another question, or more like a statement. Should we like sending Stone Kuno and like, yay or nay to making a deal with the devil? Demon.
No, I'd just add another layer to everything. He would probably just get as much dilemma as.
And
what the rest
also,
of us do.
Nick isn't here, so I don't want to decide for him.
Someone could
Yeah.
just quickly text us.
Yeah, someone message him. Should we fall in love with Content? Check yes or no.
I am not asking.
what
I
is
am not
Nick gonna
sending
say
my brother
versus what?
anything. So that's out of the bag.
Yeah, but we got stones.
We got
You can
stones.
try.
I don't know if they work across like planar bounds.
Oh.
Yeah. Good luck.
We are. How many steps away are we from the material?
Can I mentally talk to, oh my god, Sunstone?
No.
Okay.
We did
Nope.
leave them in excellent care.
I know, but I just thought, wise fucking little critter might be able to help.
Who we
Fella.
I
Oh.
appreciate you asking.
You're
a
welcome.
wise, shunted in God, who's just chilling with us.
Okay, last thing. Let's make a pros and cons
Oh God, we're gonna be here for 2 more hours.
No.
Forever.
Everyone makes one pro and one con, and then
Okay.
and if it sounds like everyone is in agreement with all of it, then we decide
That's all cons.
good.
It's
Is it
all
though? There's some
everything's
pros.
bad.
Pro.
Yes. If we can't think of a single pro, then we should not take this deal. If we can think of a single pro, then maybe.
Okay,
Well,
pro, we get on the devil's good side.
Okay, so
head
yeah,
honcho
let's
after we complete
go
this.
down it. So Niall's right. Pro, you're on the good side of the devil from the Bible.
The Bible.
Yes. After we kill.
But even like if you just say,
After
"Oh,
we kill-
I'll
after
do
this.
it," you're still in the good book.
Even
for
if we
now.
take like 5 years to do it, we're still technically contracted by the devil and he will want us alive.
Yes.
Yep.
If we are
he'll
to be
protect
able to
us.
do this, we will be in his good graces probably a lot longer than for lifetimes. He will have an eternal I owe you.
Here's actually, nah, you guys don't get this for free. Someone who's proficient make either an Arcana or a religion check. I'm sorry, guys.
I can never think.
Or actually, no, sorry. Or a nature check. This is of the natural world as well.
God damn
Son
it.
of a bitch. Give me a second.
I didn't see
Everyone
myself
but
as well.
me.
Now you're literally only proficient in
I can only
scaring
kill.
people and investigating them
and lying.
and
I don't know
lying.
if it's
No,
lying.
they're not proficient, but they're just
Okay.
good at it.
Nah.
I just wanted to
I
say
can also
something.
do really
All you
cool
do
flips.
is lie
That's
and kill
true.
people.
All you do is lie and kill people.
You be mean and kill people.
The gods don't want to talk to you. You're a liar. Okay, what do we
I
got?
got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 religion.
16
Dirty 20
Arcana.
nature.
Dirty 20 nature and a 16 arcana. Aqua.
Tyler.
You know, and I've actually already said it. So you're just like, oh, hey, remember when God told us? But no, you know that if you die on the material plane, it is a factually agreed upon statement that you enter the afterlife. If your soul is unbound, you go to Elysium. From Elysium, similar to a train station, you may be brought to any various realms based on your heritage, based on your faith, or if you are following an ancestor, etc. But that is if your soul is unbound. If your soul belongs to something stronger than death, you go where that force dictates. You don't necessarily know what that information means, but you now have that information.
And I then go, hey guys, I'm surprisingly smart for a second. And I spew that
Why?
knowledge
Oh.
to the.
You're always smart, Aqua. If anyone says otherwise, I kill them.
Then you'll have to kill me. No,
I was
so
gonna
then,
say, I think that means you have to kill Aqua.
And sorry.
Aww.
Damn it.
It was like probably the beginning of the campaign.
Was it
He said
Come on, Soren.
pre-session 30, Soren, you know? It was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
He's changed.
Soren's growing.
What was it? Yeah, so just a thought. And then I say all the stuff that wonderful storyteller told me. Yeah, go from there.
anything.
Just a thought. Just
If Content has your soul, if you guys fail along your journey, there is a chance of it not being a permanent failure.
It's another pro.
So if another one of us dies, he's gonna turn us into devils, and we're gonna just be reincarnated to go kill
Oh my
something?
god, we'll have horns. Do you think I'll turn red?
Or will you
That's
be
not
blue?
What if I go deeper blue?
Oh, that'd be so cool.
It's like a midnight blue devil. That'd be cool.
That's
That'd be
actually
cool.
really cool. I mean, no. We.
Okay, so we're still doing pros and cons. So pros,
Yeah.
immortal? Question mark.
Wait. Immortal.
Bound soul immortal.
Can that be a neutral?
Bound
Because
soul immortality. You know, neutral. Sure.
If we sell the soul, but yes.
You have more powerful forces on your side to help reach Elysium, which is at least what 2 of your party members now want.
Mm-hmm. And
I
that's
don't know.
it.
I don't want to reach Elysium.
An ally
There's
in
3, 'cause
general.
Devil's good graces.
Devil's good graces.
Graces.
The 4th
A
one, I
boon,
would
a potential
argue,
boon, too.
a potential boon would be 4. Yeah, perhaps to all of you. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then one that I think is just important to remind you guys, again, not swaying you in either direction, but just to know all your options, right? Is regardless of what happens today, there is war coming.
Mm-hmm.
Having anything to protect you, regardless if it's good or bad, because a war against the god, are there any heroes?
No. I mean,
And
those who win because they write the history.
And
book.
then also, because this doesn't really affect you guys directly, but assuming that the person you are supposed to kill that only Soren remembers is killed, there is no more liars, or there is no more. Hell is no longer led by the universe's greatest liar.
And also, I'd get to kill Agtheron.
Also, you get to kill Agtheron.
that's a 6 pro. That's more neutral because that requires you selling your soul. So
okay,
like,
this might be a
It necessarily does.
This might be a neutral.
you already sold your soul,
point,
technically.
but like we'll only have sold one soul instead of, it's not the whole party, it's just one of us.
Unless
That is
it
a
is.
neutral point.
That's technically that's more negative because we technically don't have to sell any souls.
I know, but I'm
Maybe.
just saying, like,
There's a
Maybe
world where
doesn't
you
go
don't
with
have
it.
to sell anybody's soul. Yeah.
But we wouldn't kill Agtheron though. That's the problem.
That's my.
I think.
we need
I think
to
that's
sell
the,
someone's soul
think-
to kill Agtheron, or can that be
No,
part
we
of the
don't
bargain?
necessarily need to do that, but I think getting the devil's help in order to kill Agtheron, we would need to probably do that.
Because I can try and tell him that I am being holded back by Agtheron, which isn't a lie. And to be at my full power, I would need to be free of Agtheron, who is in this domain, which therefore would benefit him if Agtheron was no longer in the picture.
Wait. Isn't Agtheron?
Agtheron isn't in hell. No, Agtheron is a
Not
demon,
in hell, but
so
I
he's
mean
in the
accessible to.
accessible to. Yeah.
It's one less person who has motives.
Quintet
Because
said that they
Agtheron
could send you
could tell
directly
me to
to
not
Agtheron's castle, basically.
Accept Quintet's offer, which would be a point against Quintet. Essentially, it would be better if I wasn't under Agtheron's control if Quintet wants our help.
Correct.
They're eternally at odds, essentially.
Okay, now to the negatives. Okay, yeah, go
on to
ahead.
the negative now. A negative.
No,
do you
go
have more
ahead.
pros?
You have another product.
Go
You have
ahead,
more
I'll
pros.
There's no more pros. I can't think of anything else. It's more like, I think we're just really scared, but it kind of sounds like majority of the group wants to do this, but we're pooping our pantses about it, and I don't blame us.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like most people would be jumping for joy at making a deal with the devil.
No, not at all.
But
My only
overall, I
thing
do think
is-
it's not a bad
If-
choice.
Okay, so you go in there. Our intent, say we do intend to do this deal, and then also blow it up. Would he just know that? Does he already know that? Probably.
He can see the future. He, of course, knows
Essentially,
what
or
everything
possibilities
we're gonna
of
choose to do.
possibilities of the future, or he can also read our intent, even if it's not even reading into the future. Because
that portal closed.
He'll close it. It's just all the other ones in that room that we then can't close. Because he said he'll close the one in Bashir, but they still need access to the mortal plane.
Could we?
Good hand. Like he takes us to the portals and be like, okay, I'll close this one. And then as we're leaving, we're like, okay, and we throw
Hey, fuck you.
There might be consequences to such actions. That's what I guess I'm worried about.
I would only be worried about those consequences is if he had possession.
Consequences for attacking an ally? Yeah, correct.
Yes. That's my only worry is if we do the deal and the soul is a part of the deal. If we go through with that part of the deal, the soul is in jeopardy because of our actions, and that is where I perhaps would draw the line. Because I'd rather not unnecessarily put someone at risk because we all are rash, or can be rash, despite it being in our best interest to fuck over a devil, too.
Facts.
Why are we doing this?
What are we doing?
I was getting excited. Another thing.
Are we doing aerobics?
Bolly was doing it because she gets excited to think.
Yes.
I caught on the energy.
Because I like, Soren, you said one word and it just made me go like, you know what? He already has something. He has my blood. He doesn't need more. Why give him a soul? It's fine. I
think everything else that we're giving him is plenty.
Exactly.
Do you think, okay, here's another idea. Okay, long shot. Do you think this deal could renege another deal and we could get your blood back from the devil if we are going to kill his fucking father? Okay.
Right? Like, we could do that. It just, in the end, it sounds like we're going to make a deal with this devil.
I am not arguing that. Deals are fine. It's just people's souls and where they end up.
Okay, so let's make a rule right now. We're not selling anyone's soul.
Okay.
Yes.
Kumbaya.
So that's off the table. No soul selling.
Yeah. Don't you even think about it.
No.
Who, me?
I was just looking at anyone in general who was debating really heavily.
Just the finger waggle.
Don't you think of it?
I will slap. No, I'm just kidding. I would not.
There's all Spider-Man pointing at each other. Don't do it.
No soul selling.
That's
I will be mad.
Regan's really quiet. But yeah, that is my thought.
Yes.
Because I personally would like the portal to be closed. I personally would like to not have the devils continue to chase us.
Yes.
If we can dial it down somehow, I would like that. But I would mainly like no one to lose their soul. That always freaked me out with Moss. So, let's...
From here on out, no one's selling their soul.
Bless his soul, but it's... like...
Niall. Can you roll a d20, please?
Agtheron's upset. He's upset with spaghetti.
Aggie knows you're trying to murder.
Well, you know what? I don't really care
that's a
about you,
19.
Acheron, right now. Your opinion does not fucking matter.
A
19?
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a really
not
good.
gonna bite me in the ass later.
That's a pretty good roll if you knew what it was for.
Were you resisting a scry?
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay. Ellie?
So what can we ask for?
Okay.
Close the portal in Bashir.
Close the portal on Bashir.
Access to Acheron.
At the very least. Yes, maybe. Potentially. But my problem is if it requires a soul, then no.
Then no. But if it's just a freebie, we kill Acheron.
Potentially, maybe see if we can redeal with the deal for Aqua's blood.
With Aqua's blood.
Boon.
Hey.
I mean, if he closes all the portals, like...
He won't close all of them. He already told us that.
Yeah.
What if we just ask that they move to lesser populated areas? They don't start opening portals in the middle of cities. What if they just open them in random
portal
forest, right?
to not Patria.
Content, we have to go to past Luminora. What can we just not?
What if we asked him to go to a different continent?
But then it's gonna kill innocent people there.
Well, I don't care about different continents. We already established this.
Yeah, Niall is very patriotic about Elena.
Patria.
Only about Elena.
About Elena. Niall loves it.
I love Elena, my country.
I'm just gonna tug on his
Continent.
styles.
Continent, but
going
yeah.
like, I, I'm not from here, right?
Never mind. Let's scrap that plan.
Okay.
Less populated areas is good. Maybe see if we could tell him areas that are not very populated. I mean, we have all the knowledge from multiple different locations
Or
in the
just
country.
tell him that to go to somewhere that's not a city.
Yeah. We could see if he can move the portals.
Wait hundreds of years and give us time.
I mean, he needs.
until
I think this is.
Moving.
Yeah, this is going to be coming down relatively quickly, even in terms of devils, demons, and gods and fays. This is going to.
He told us he's explicitly like a general of some the Lord of the Hells, so he's got to play his part at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's got to do their job. So.
So we go, just rip the bandit off, negotiate, see what we can get.
Do we
You know
want
what?
anything else?
Okay, I think let's just do this. If it doesn't go our way, what do we want to do? Let's at least think of that.
Baseline?
Yeah.
Well, we came here to close the portal, so that's the first thing.
Right.
And then everything else is, if we get it, it is good. If we
It's
don't,
bonus.
yeah. That's how I see it.
Boneless.
So I would like to, maybe not bonus, maybe if he doesn't I think this is just so huge that he has to come up with something that is
Right.
equal
Yes.
value.
And just saying, if it doesn't go our way, and he's a big stubborn meanie head, then how do we get to the portal room?
Our fabulous looks and ingenuity.
I mean,
That's my only concern.
Aqua, what do you foresee it happening, not going our way? What are you going to do to not make it go our way is what I'm going to.
Well, normally, if I don't get something, I tend to cry. But
It is
I don't
quite
think
effective.
that will work with this gentle creature.
No, I meant, why do you foresee it's not going our way based on...
He's a devil?
No. Yes, but that's not usually how negotiating works.
Yeah, but he's a devil.
Yeah.
And I know he doesn't lie, which is like, woohoo. But like, I'm just saying.
He's still a devil, but if you go into the room thinking it's not going to go our way, then more than likely it should not go our way.
I plan to not talk at all. In fact,
Okay.
because I have a bad feeling I'm going to mess it up.
I mean, it is bargaining your blood. So
Can't
I
he
feel
just
like
read
you
your
have some
thoughts
stake in
anyway?
it.
My thoughts are going to consist of a song. So I will just put that on repeat, and he may actually go insane from listening to my song in my head.
Perfect.
Got
It
it.
might be
Oh,
a
and
random
if he-
word going like
if he-
panic, and then continue with the song.
If he
but,
goes
like, that's
insane,
fine.
then
Well, then we can
Yes.
appeal to his musical spirit.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought of two more things we should ask for.
What'd you think
What
of?
are the two things?
He did say he would give us more information about Aqua's curse if we did make a deal.
Yes.
So we need to
I
ask for
forgot
that.
about that. Yep.
Because I'm sure he's one of those devils who's like, if I don't have any ink, I ain't gonna do it, you know. And then as well, to either permanently kill or imprison Egomore.
Right.
Okay, yes, that is yes.
Who also had that mask, which I don't know if we care
Okay,
about.
can we get the mask from Igamor
And then permanently kill or imprison.
and permanently kill him? Hopefully that does.
Okay.
Hopefully that's not too much to ask on top of everything. else.
And if he doesn't say that, it's like, okay, you keep the mask, but still get rid of him.
Yeah, like
Okay.
yeah, that's
Because
fair.
you gotta aim high, and then
But if
you
it's
meet
too
in the
high,
middle
go for
somewhere.
the shins.
Kick Archdevil in shins.
Okay,
Got it.
take
It's
his
the only thing I can
take his
reach.
ankles.
Okay, let's should we go?
I think so.
I'm ready.
I think at this point
You're
we're just
ready?
stalling.
I'm ready.
Oh, we've been stalling for 3 hours. It's fine.
We've.
All right, let's
I think
stop stalling.
It's not really
How
stalling.
many
I think
days have passed?
I don't know.
Well, the fact
feel
that we
actually
that we
actually
can
don't know
stall.
how long
I feel
has
pretty
passed
good,
in the
honestly.
mortal realm kind of freaks me out.
Despite being in hell.
I'm really worried that Kuno might actually be 20 years older than me, and I don't really like that thought.
If it's been more than a year, I'm going
why?
to have to send a large apology letter to my parents.
I might turn into dust when we get there, but I don't know how that works. So
It fast
no.
forwards
We
and just
decided last
You're-
time it's on pause, right?
Your cursed tattoo has not changed one bit since the last time I messed with it. Okay.
that we
Okay,
know.
aqua breathe. Aqua.
That I know of.
Ask
I am
Content.
very.
He'll
I am.
tell
Who is more thorough when it comes to?
Touching?
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh.
I'm not going to say that because you take it the wrong way, like you always do.
Well, I just said touching, so yes, you're
Yeah,
correct.
exactly.
But can you finish the sentence anyway? It might help me calm down.
I was going to say, who is more thorough than me about when in examining human bodies? See, exactly, exactly. A little bit less, not as bad as who is more thorough than me at touching, which is
It's okay, Soren. I get it. Thank you. Gentleman
just get-
first.
all right. Now go ahead. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'll go.
No, that's what you do. You're like, okay, Niall, you go. Psych, and you just.
As I walked through, like, nope.
Just like push
You
my
close the door in front of me.
Not selling your soul.
Okay.
Before we leave the room, Sid, are you gonna? I assume you're coming with us and transporting with us. Are you gonna turn back into Mork again? Are you gonna bother?
Did leave this whole time.
Sid's just been chilling. Sid chimed in, so like Sid's just been chilling.
Been
Yeah,
playing
both.
Candy Crush.
sorry. What did you ask, Sid? I was typing something.
Are you gonna, impersonate Mork again, or turn into Mork again? You make a very convincing Mork.
Well, didn't work the first time, but I suppose I could keep up appearances.
Did he just tell you? He was like, "Oh, sup, dude? You broke out of my prison."
In surprisingly less words. Yes.
What kind of words? The "he's gonna kill us for doing it" kind of words, or like the "hello, welcome" kind of words?
Kentet isn't one to threaten, I don't think. It's
Right,
hard
so-
to tell with any of them, though.
Right. Okay. Well, let's go.
All right. Y'all head out?
Yeah.
Sorry, I am multitasking some stuff here.
Building a battle map of our deaths.
Of course. You guys head back to the Citadel and encounter the same massive guard as before. but otherwise enter unscathed and untouched. Kentet
Question.
is... Yes, go ahead.
Sorry. I just saw an opportunity and I really want to try.
Do you?
Who has the biggest frown on their face for the guards?
There is a massive pit fiend. A guard is a strong word. This is clearly some sort of commander, and he is just glowering directly at you.
Cool. I'm not even gonna try to hide it. I'm just gonna pull out my smile wand, and I'm just gonna say, "Today's your lucky day." Beep. And then I would like to try
Beep.
to just do the smile wand at the frowniest frowns.
The wand has
And if he
3
doesn't-
charges.
Yep.
You can use an action, expend one of the charges, and target a humanoid you can see within 30 feet of you. So what I'll say, because this is hilarious and also the second time ever you've used the wand, that the creature is going to make a DC 10 charisma saving throw at advantage because they are not humanoid.
Cool.
All right. They have a +7 to charisma. So
Fine.
on a 2 or a 1 on the lower of 2 dice.
Come on.
And I would like to picture that a bunch of dust just kind of went in his face.
Because it's just,
It's just like so dusty.
with the dice giving me a 5 and a 13.
Oh,
The pit fiend raises
Minus?
a scaly eyebrow. Oh, you're already dead, miss. Get in there. Face your
only
fate.
on the inside. And then I just walk in because I'm so sad.
No, no. All right.
That was
You
it.
approach
That's all.
Kentet's grove. Oh. Now this is inspiring, I think. Back so soon. I see your escape plan didn't pan out. Sorry about that. Have you considered the various offers on the table?
Yes. You have.
And
Since the deal is what you want from us is so plane altering, we are going to make a few demands that we feel could potentially be equal, because in the end, even if we do this, there's still another thing that you want from this deal that will come down later, or depending, I don't know when the timeline of these things will occur, or when we couldn't get them done realistically. But either way, it seems like we are giving you 2 things and being aligned on these things despite everything.
2 things. I have only asked for 1 favor.
Yes, but that favor incurs more favors because you said you would help us get to Elysium, which you also want to get to Elysium, yes? Assuming.
I don't need that included in the contract. No, you do not have to allow me passage to Elysium. I do not have any immediate need to enter their domain. As I said, I aim higher than our dear protectors.
So, here is, either way, here is our potential demands. You can refuse them or accept them. 1, the portal to Bashir is closed.
I think that is an easy and fair ask.
2, we are given access to key points to Nile, Agtron, so that they can take care of that.
Very well.
3, information.
At the third ask, Kentet raises an eyebrow. You have done some thinking, haven't you?
Yes. And since it feels like, could I have gathered from everyone else, like, kind of skirting about naming Asmodeus or like what we want? Could I have, with my 18 passive insight, could I have come to the conclusion that, and the way Soren thinks, that no one else but me, because Sid has been kind of quiet, knows what potentially the deal is?
Say that again, sorry.
Like,
I lost
could I
train
have
of
come
thought.
to that the conclusion that no one besides me knows that they want
Yes.
Asmodeus? Okay.
Yes.
Given the fact that I have kind of come to the conclusion that I am the only one who really knows what it is you are asking, I felt it needed to negotiate and kind of plan more, because my friends, I don't know what you gain from them not knowing, I guess, besides it being, if they were to find out what it is that you are planning.
That is my main concern, at least for now. The longer he is unaware, the higher likelihood that we have of success. And to remind you of what I am asking you, I am not asking you to kill him. I am asking you to aid me in such affairs.
Yes, and that still is a huge ask, given the fact of our stations, of our lives.
Very well. Continue.
Did I finish that I wanted information and potentially... Okay. 3, I would like information about her curse, what that entails, or potentially more answers onto if it is able to be renegotiated.
All right.
Because I don't know if you can actually get rid of a deal once it's already set in stone. Unless one of, if not both of the parties are no longer breathing.
It is difficult, but there are other ways to break a curse besides renegotiation. Is there anything else?
What are you whispering over there?
That didn't come through. Your whisper didn't come through.
Because my mic was muted. The
All
creepy
good.
guy. The creepy guy.
Oh, and also, could you get rid of Ejimor, and could we potentially have his mask? Like, get rid of permanently for good? Like
Ijamar. Oh, the
Bodak. Is that what it is?
yes, that abyssal monster. I caught him snooping. Didn't realize he was yours.
Oh, he's not
And
ours.
he kind of points at your feet, Soren, and you see just pulled out of the ground, dragged by thorns, Ijamor's currently unconscious form pierced through their body in various ways, bloody red spines.
If you finish the job right here.
Well, unfortunately,
back to
that
the
would
base.
not kill him. You're welcome to search his body. I did not recover any such mask.
Stashed it the best.
Or he was caught before he could actually grab it.
That's fair. Is there a fifth thing besides a boon?
Did we want Aqua's blood back, or is information enough?
I think I was to pretend that was in 3. I said renegotiate or get rid of the deal because I feel like because Soren thinking he's like he knows how to potentially get rid of the deal, and one of the parties is in this room right now, and Soren is not confident he can kill them. So not at all.
What
The
do
other
you
one would be to
mean?
move the portals.
Oh, also, well, how many? We know. Could you potentially also, regarding, because I know you said you wouldn't get rid of all the portals, but could you perhaps move them to less populated areas?
Kentet kind of raises an eyebrow. That is a little hard to define. Be more specific.
Maybe not in cities. They're not. It's in. Are they in Analthere or are they in Luminore? Or both?
The portals?
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Oh, I thought we knew.
I think you were told that they were in more than just Bashir.
Why are those two cities like specifically in my mind about portals?
I feel
Maybe
like you
okay.
might have gotten word that there was one in near Leonora. I feel like you might have gotten that.
Yeah,
Those
I don't know why I said
cities were
Luminore.
mentioned, but I don't know.
We were also talking about
I know
the
we had-
acromonic trees a lot in that same time. That might have gotten mushed.
That is also true. That might be it. That might be a
Or
misconstrued.
is from Genora.
Yeah, Luminore is from Genora. That's why I keep saying it. Damn it, Leonora. Leonora!
Leonora. There you go.
That's how it's pronounced in Soren's language.
Maybe we can define it as they would need to be outside of a I don't know how miles work. 25, is that a lot? I don't know. 25-mile radius of any population center with 50 or more mortals in it.
That is too. That is.
Is that too close? Or is it too
it's-
far?
No, that is
big is
probably too hard. No, too hard. 5,280 feet.
What that means either.
It's like 3 point. It's like 1,000 meters. I don't know.
It's 40 kilometers.
That's pretty
25.
far.
That is really far.
Yes, but I'm not arguing about the distance. I'm arguing about like how would they know that there's 50 or more mortals in the area? Or how would we know that for a fact? We're not freaking.
Yeah, who's
Actually,
going to
we're not
enforce that directly? Or how would
Exactly,
you
like-
enforce that? Yeah.
I just think out of where they are currently located is a very populated cities, I have heard, and just us you moving them out of them. I mean, it would also cloak your potential armies, because I mean everything you have sent, at least in Bashir, has been repealed.
Stop you right there. I do not need you to try convince me of the advantage of any part of this contract. Simply state your terms, and we'll go from there.
I think that was our terms.
Oh, and perhaps a boon if these terms don't feel as good.
A boon for what? Mask. To accomplish what?
We have been to this plane and we have lost 2 of our party members. Just harder for us to fail.
Die? Less dying.
Yes.
Or more killing, because that generally leads to less dying.
Something beneficial to the survival of the rest of the Lost and Found.
Including Kuno.
That is the rest of the Lost and Found.
Yeah, fair, touche.
And Bragan, I guess.
Well, let's...
He already said he was joining.
Let's clarify. If you take this deal as part of the enforcement of the contract, you will be unable to pass into the afterlife until completion of your end of the bargain. So dying will unfortunately just leave you on my doorstep.
What happens after that if we were...
Potentially my father's.
Ooh.
That I unfortunately do not have full control of. What I am implying is that I have already granted a boon against your death. You will not slip past the gates of Elysium until our contract is settled. If you wish a boon to make you more potent against your enemies, the little I can offer you would only help you if your enemies are the gods themselves.
Ooh. So it's like me.
So, mechanically speaking, so that you guys can contemplate this as players, not just as characters, I have a list of fiendish boons that I would choose who gets what based on the type of character you're playing and etc. But it would allow you to crit. One of the boons would allow you to crit against a celestial on an 18, 19, or 20, which is helpful. Or similar to the monk extract aspects ability, you would be able, after the first martial strike against a celestial, be able to learn its resistances, vulnerabilities, immunities, etc. So those two kind of go hand in hand, depend on who has them. I can also grant you a cloak against the vision of most celestials, which would leave you invisible to their divination. I could give you the tools to bind a celestial. Should you render it unconscious, you could imprison it to be used for a purpose of your choice in your mission to do what you must do. I could also give you the ability to impact the mental fortitude of a celestial. And The mechanical benefit of that is similar to a hunter's mark. Once per long rest, you could hunt a creature that you were in combat with, and that creature would have disadvantage on attacks, abilities, and saving throws against you for 1 minute.
Ooh, that's a Nico thing.
It's actually any of us. Like,
And the last thing
I'll-
that I could grant as a boon
Niles is the 18th
would be
crit.
one of these. And he holds up his hand, and you see at first a ring of pure white, innocent light. You see a celestial halo, and you watch it crack and burst into a dark red flame as the white turns a staunch coal black. This would allow you to turn any incoming celestial damage into an elemental damage of your choice. So, mechanically, any radiant damage you could change to fire, cold, whatever there's like 5 or 6 that are classified as elemental damage types. Whatever elemental arrow lets you choose, basically.
That's sick.
But that's only against celestials. And who knows what that does against like a literal god, but definitely against God's army. That, unfortunately, is the only boons that I could offer. I do not tend to need to grant boons against other mortals.
Right.
Okay.
Just a point of clarification in regards to the not being able to die part. As I'm sure you know, and maybe this is a silly question, but since we would need to pass through, I don't know, whatever weird little portal jump bubbles that Eros makes when he takes people through to death, that might be what we need to travel through. Would we still be able to pass through those?
Yes.
We just wouldn't be dead.
Your contract would prevent you from going there upon death.
Okay.
Okay.
Upon death. Okay.
And
And
then
mechanically
that would
speaking,
end-
what Kentet is saying is while you might not be giving him your soul, but while your soul has signed a contract with an
You cannot-
entity more powerful than death, such as the Archdevil, son of the Lord of the Nine Hells, you cannot leave their area of influence via that method. You can still travel there. The planes are the planes. Technically, you can kind of go anywhere with the right magic.
So, Content, would that be the person signing it, or is that all of us?
That would be all members of the Lost and Found.
Okay.
Kuno included?
All members.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean,
He's not even here. He doesn't even get an option.
We're making this choice for him.
Oh no.
I guess it's all or nothing, isn't it? With something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all or nothing, and I think if we were to explain it to him, he would be fine with it. I mean,
Hopefully.
even if he's not, I will be. You can blame me.
I guess
Not just you.
another turn similar along to death. You have in your possession, I imagine, 2 souls that are ours, I guess. Could we have
Could
them
you
back?
send them
Could they be released?
along the way.
Believe you are speaking of the 2 Fey influenced beings who perished in my realm.
Yes.
The old one is already gone. Out of my reach.
I assumed. Perhaps.
The pretender
That's right,
has
motherfucker.
made a deal to stay here.
Oh,
Even in death, you cannot stop making deals.
Even in debt, he can't stop dealing. Just gambling cards now.
For what you have asked, I ask for one additional small request.
Ooh.
I have foreseen many futures based on the outcome of this deal. And I am happy to say that in many of them, you reach Elysium. When you do, there is one mortal that I would ask you return to the material plane. That is it.
Who is this mortal?
Who's that?
Her name is Aster Dara. It's a young half-orcan woman. Gone too early for what she was discovering. She was mistakenly killed before I knew what she had. And so I wish to undo my own mistake with your help. She was at the site of one of my army's portal. And like many noble mortals, she stood up for a cause. So I wish to honor that cause and return her to life.
That's fair.
and with that, wait. Question though. What if she doesn't want to go back? Do we just take her by force?
I am asking you to return her to the material plane. How you
Okay.
have to do that is not up to me.
We'll probably use Kuno's pot.
Put a soul in a pot?
Oh, just knock her out and like drag her out.
There's other ways besides Kronos' pod.
Or yeah, shove her in
We
there.
could-
I don't know.
We could
Either
just
way,
we could use this manacles.
I'm okay with this. How does everyone else feel?
I have qualms, but I feel I have
This is the best we're going to get.
Yeah.
yes. I have qualms, and it's what probably ends up pissing off Katara. But I you know,
Well, 2 of our party members wants to bring 2 other people back to life, so I don't think a third will really hurt.
yes. Well, I wasn't. I said I wasn't. That wasn't. That was. I wasn't talking about that. There's other consequences besides bringing people back.
They may be different, but we're gonna be different after this, so
That's only if we sell our souls.
we already did.
No, we didn't.
Kind of.
To recap, you are offering the promise to help kill the Lord of the Nine Hells. You all suddenly remember that.
That's who it is.
Yeah, Alan.
He lies.
And Lord of the Nine Hells.
Lord of the Lies. Or
And you
flies.
will return a mortal by the name of Aster Dara to the material plane. In return,
Mm-hmm.
I will close all portals within 100 miles of Bashir for no less than 10 years.
Ooh,
That's fair.
this is very nice.
I will also grant you the means to travel to the level of the abyss where you may find, one second, Agtheron the Unwilling. And as a freebie, I'll make sure Ijamar ends up there as well.
Oh. Thank you.
I will also, upon the completion of Agtheron's death, will reveal information about young Aquamarine's curse, what it entails, and what might need to be done to renegotiate or remove the curse. And I will grant each of you a boon against any encounter you may have with any celestial being.
Cool.
Is that everything?
Let me check my list.
I was about to say yes, so thank you.
Yep, sign on the dotted line, please.
I was about to say, where do I sign? And if it's a handshake, I don't want to touch it.
I think so. And passage back to the material
Oh God, yeah.
in short order.
Very well.
I was like, wait, how do we get back?
We would like to go home afterwards.
We can always find our own way, but I don't know if you're going to like it.
Yeah.
That room has been sealed, thankfully.
Well, you don't know our skills.
Moira's dead body's in there forever.
Oh,
Who knows? Now,
yes.
for those of you unaware, when you make a deal in the Nine Hells,
Mm-hmm.
we have finished discussing the offerings of each party.
Mm-hmm.
We must also decide the sufferings of each party. If you are to fail or renege on either particle in your contract,
Mm-hmm.
all of your souls will be forfeit to my domain
Ah.
for all eternity.
E. Seems fair, I guess.
In addition, I will be freed from any of the offerings I was being held to, including any expansion into the material plane or Elysium.
And what are your sufferings?
Us. We're a big headache for him.
Sorry, I'm just writing this down.
Are the suffering?
If I do not hold up my end of the bargain on any of the terms outlined in the contract, I will immediately cease hostile operations on any plane for a period of no less than 1,000 years.
Okay.
And I will admit my plot to my father. I think that's fair.
So like, this might be a gray area, but what if the powers you give us aren't
Barry, you keep
Oh,
dying. Barry, you keep dying. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I think everyone's internet has been destroyed today.
Everyone's internet is dying right now.
And just like to imagine that the characters glitch in and out of existence when this happens.
Sorry, say again, Bear. It's a gray area.
What happens if you're the reason we fail? Like, that goes on this part too?
That is typically established as part of the contract that neither party will attempt any action that makes the offerings of the other party impossible.
Right. I just meant like if you fuck it up.
In what sense?
I don't know. Mistakes?
Well, considering the entirety of my offerings are things that I can accomplish as soon as you sign, I don't imagine I will be making any mistakes.
Regan just like narrows their eyes and points into his eyes and then the Kentet's eyes.
Watching.
Respect.
Don't think I won't eat you just because you're slightly bigger.
Slightly.
Not in terms of literal size, in terms of status.
Right.
So, are you guys ready to sign?
I think so.
I believe
I'll
so.
pull out a pen or a dagger. Which one do you want? How do we sign?
Content actually like laughs as you pull out like a quill. Simply place your hand on the contract and you realize that there is a paper floating off to the side of Quintet that has been like a court stenographer been recording the offer.
Oh, it's been there for a while.
Yeah.
I'm
goes
just
up
saying,
and
I'll
does
just
it
say,
first?
I don't like any of this.
I will be next. This is the second time I've done it after all.
I'll go right after Niall.
Okay, so Niall, Aqua,
Oh, good.
Soren's last.
Aqua, Niall, Nico.
Soren and Brigand compete for last.
Rock, paper, scissors.
You should go first, you're smaller.
He's typing. Typing.
His poor internet.
Typing. Typing a lot.
This intermission is brought to you by
I
water.
think I have command to make music. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're not gonna wait for Mac to type every message.
Typing.
Eventually, you all put your hand upon the paper, and your true names are signed in an amber-colored liquid.
What does my name say?
That is not for me to decide, but your true
right.
name is there.
It just says B.
Just be. As
And it's not
the contract furls up, Kentet kind of raises an eyebrow. Conditionally, I will give you passage back to the material plane, but no other particles are in effect until the final member signs. I realize that in order for that to happen, you must return to Bashir.
Do you want to bring the contractee person with us?
There is no need.
Okay.
And Kentet slams his fist into the ground, and I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Can you tell me what my dex save is? Because I had to close Foundry.
Yep, it is.
Oh, I did really
Also,
good.
Max said insight check.
I only rolled an 11 on the die.
Oh, no. He got a 16. Mac did.
Did anyone beat a 19? Your dex save is +3.
Nope.
Mine's 3? Okay, I got 7.
Hell yeah.
Niall, what'd you get?
I got a natural 1.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fitting.
Nico?
It's never going away.
Nico?
Oh, I got 17, which is really good for me, but not good enough.
Oh. Ricken?
All right. So nobody.
No.
You all take. Oh, right. That's this. I haven't rolled this in a long time. Ooh. That's fantastic. Foundry
You
is
are for
broken
us.
for a second, so just bear with me. But, yeah.
Oh, hymns with bears in a whole other place.
You are hilarious.
Waha. Ha ha ha.
Whoa.
You all take 34 bludgeoning damage
What the fuck?
as you
Rings
are
immediately.
dropped
That is half my
through
HP.
the ground and land on the cracked, burnt sand of an arena charred around you. You look around, and clutched in Nico's hands is the contract.
Wait. Where are we? Sniff the air.
Think
You sniff the
we're-
air, you smell sulfur and brimstone, and you turn behind and you see a absolutely massive portal the size of the sky itself.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
we're home. That's our arena.
Yeah, but that thing grew.
Well, it shouldn't be a problem so long as we finish this deal.
So wait, they're not closing it now?
No, they're not gonna close it now. We should have said
Oh.
now.
Need Kuno. We need to find Kuno
Oh.
and fast.
Oh, I see. Kuno! I grabbed the stone. Kuno!
And that is
Tell
where
them
we'll
where we are.
end
Tell them where we are.
today's session.
Woohoo!
Oh my god.
You all should be able.
We're out of hell, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
that
should
concludes
be
it.
able to. You should be able to view the contract, but I also put
Yeah.
it in Foundry for.
It's a real sexy
record.
looking contract.
Great. I think it's
Brigand
fair.
is like slightly disappointed they're not in hell anymore. Oh, consequences are back.
Nobody tell Nick. No,
Well,
I'm sure you'll have lots to discuss.
yeah.
I'm very excited. Nick should be back for next week. He gets back tomorrow. So, assuming everything
My
is settled, we
boy.
should see him next week for session 65
So close.
of The Lost and Found. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Bye.
Kuno sits, sharpening an old blade, one that he had trained with for months and months and years when he was a boy. In the same instant, it felt like only yesterday that his friends left for the Nine Hells. But as the guard knocks on the door and announces to the son of the Lady of Midnight, "Sir, I believe the rest of the Lost and Found have returned. Our scouts report an explosion on the city ruins. I think it's time to collect."